all shit or he talks shit?
Bit of both. Can do a bit of both.
Yeah, for sure.
Boys know this
Oh.
one.
I think I've heard it before.
What about you, Jace?
Yeah, I can't think of the name of it. Cocaine Blues.
Oh, he's good. He is good. Can you name the artist?
Uh,
I'm
not
drawing a
fucking-
blank.
It's not Grand Funk Railroad.
Hey.
It's not Grand Funk Railroad. Fuck.
If you wanna get down on the ground.
Cocaine. Yeah.
Yeah, what a way to start. And Cocaine Blues.
Who sings it?
Eric Clapton.
Oh, fuck me.
That's right.
Now I feel like shit.
Shout out to Eric Clapton. Shout out to Brouhaha Beers, supplying the goods this evening.
Shout out to Georgie Melick.
Yeah.
Shout out to the bro Georgie. Last week we trialed the Precinct Brewery Backflip beer. We washed it back after with a couple of mids later on as well, and I think by the end of the stream I can definitely speak on my behalf. I was cut.
Yeah, dude, for mid-strengths, hey? What the fuck happened?
I don't know if there's a wrong label on those or what, but
Oh, do you think he's sent us a... He's
done us a
mixed
bit
the
of
labels
a
up.
done us a bit of a doozy, but
We'll find
cheers
out.
everybody.
Got the
Cheers, brother.
fullies.
I've already opened mine.
Yeah, I saw that.
Well, since my team won and this is a Queensland beer, I think I got the honours.
Ooh, the verdict on the full strength, mate.
Tastes good, right?
Like, I know he sent us a case, but I would happily choose this over Great Northern.
I actually like this over the MIDI too.
I
Yeah.
agree. And I'm not
I
even a
like-
MIDI guy.
I like the MIDI though, but this is really good too.
Not a MIDI guy, but I really actually enjoyed the beers last week. A little bit too much, and I only needed a couple. The fullies, way to go as well.
1.2 standards.
There you go. And we got a fresh label too, the Crimson Maroon, the red, hot off
at
the
that.
press, hot off some Origin.
Goddamn.
I think this has got to be an Origin beer for most Queenslanders.
Yeah, Queensland owned and brewed. Independent breweries.
Be rude not to.
It's not owned by some big dirty conglomerate overseas.
Oh, we love that. So he puts the love, the affection,
Yeah.
the care into the beer and the brewery,
The blood,
Brew-
sweat, and
brewing.
tears.
Yep, we love that. So shout out to Georgie and the guys at Brouhaha. Check him out on social media, guys, and let's get on with it.
This is the locals lager.
Locals Lager.
Great drop.
Well, g'day, mates, and welcome back to another episode. We are finally 14 episodes in. It has been a roller coaster of a ride, but Jay said I think put it in the chat last week. We've been about, 3 months in now?
Yeah, 3.5 now.
3.5. And what a ride it's been. Boys, any highlights that stand out for you guys so far?
Podcast-wise?
Podcast-wise, everything that we've done.
Mate,
Reminisce a little bit.
I'll tell you my favourite part. Just having a reason to come and meet up with the lads and have a couple of beers and talk shit, mate.
Agreed.
Yep.
I'm fucking loving it.
I haven't done that in a while as well. I've been all loved up and, put myself out of it for a while. But this is actually a really nice way to enjoy a few beers and have a good yarn with the lads and, not get myself into too much trouble.
Yeah, we don't get out of hand.
Well,
Yet.
if it was last week on those middies, I would have been in some trouble had I been in Burley.
If the middies were anything to go by, this is going to be an interesting pod by the end.
Yeah, let's hope these don't hit as strong, or do we hope?
Oh, I want it.
I think after last night's, let's get onto that. But we'll give an in-depth analysis after your mates' yarns and takes. But boys, what was sort of the moment that changed the game for you guys last night?
Are you kidding?
The moment that Ash Klein was named the referee, I knew it was going to be fucked. I'm not going to lie.
I mean, yeah. Actually, let's hear your thoughts first, because we went live on TikTok first time last night. Shout out to everybody that tuned in, and we gave our raw takes. But your initial reaction, obviously heavily biased towards Queensland, but I've heard a lot of Queensland takes today. They're all jumping on, it's black and white these days and all these things. Brad, what's your mate's analysis on the tackle?
The tackle itself, it could have went either way, right? It was borderline fucking in the beginning. When he goes in, he actually turns his head away, so he loses complete sight of Reece Walsh. Reece Walsh dips to to pass. So he braces himself, he dips to pass, and fucking Suoli got him in the fucking head. It was a complete accident. Yeah, there was fucking a lot of force in it. There was no intent though.
He's a big fucking human though.
Yeah.
We're just saying this. He's 1.96 meters, so almost.
But you can't, let's be honest.
Reece Walsh,
There's big guys and there's little guys in footy. That's what makes it amazing, right?
Yeah.
Anyone can, anyone of any size, you just got to be fucking fit, obviously.
I'm pretty sure
have
we-
a bit of skill. But you got to, anyone of any size can play it. And so you've got to be prepared if you're a huge cunt to tackle small cunts.
Look at some of the greatest state of origin players. You've had Alfie Langer, you've had Joey Johns, who haven't been the biggest players on the field, but they they tough out those moments. Not to say that I don't think anybody would have gotten up after that. It was an intense hit, but again, so early on in the game, it was his debut as well. Emotions got the better of him. I'm pretty sure he would learn the similar lesson of just getting put 10 in the bin as opposed to being completely sent. Because I think on behalf of most New South Wales and rugby league supporters, I don't think we don't want to see Joey Manu putting that type of intensity into his tackles. Oh, fuck. Sorry.
No, I think you're right though, Benny.
There's the fullies.
I think everybody's going to learn from this, including the referees. I'm a Queenslander through and through, and I didn't want to see us just beat the shit out of fucking 12 blokes, even though you fucking put it to us for the first 20, 30 minutes of the second half.
Yeah.
But it was we were always going to win. As soon as he got sent, we were always going to win.
Here's one for you. What if we ban send-offs in the first opening 10 minutes for State of Origin?
Well, I think it's actually the earliest send-off in NRL history. So he's got
not just Origin.
Origin history.
Okay.
Well,
but
he
still.
probably owns the earliest penalty too, because he started reffing it last year. In the first game, he fucking blew a penalty in the first couple of minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And the first thing I thought was, what happened to let him play?
Yep.
That was last year,
Yeah, we've seen some of the best games and the best moments come from
The thing that
games like that.
fucks me off the most about it is it's like they let the whole fucking set go through before they fucking pull it up.
Yeah.
Like Queensland was all the way up on the fucking 10 and this shit happened on fucking the other 10.
Yeah.
And they let it go all the way through and you're like everyone was just like, holy fuck, that was a mad hit. And then you see him like fucking stiff arming and shit. And like I love seeing fucking Queenslanders get fucking snapped, but it's like you don't like seeing blokes actually like fucked up, stiff arming.
Not Reece Walsh.
Not anyone. Like even if it's teams you fucking hate or players you hate, like everyone's like, oh, Jerome Luai standing over fucking Cobbo. Like you wouldn't want fucking Luai to get his fucking head knocked off and stiff armed as well, even though or Jai Arrow picking fucking Teddy up when he was unconscious and slamming him into the ground. It's like it's fucking mad to see a big hit, but you don't want to see cunts like fucked up. There's a problem with fullbacks at the moment too, going through like head knocks and shit because Teddy's had a fuckload. Ponga is obviously like the fucking the poster boy for fucking head knocks in fullbacks, and it could be hopefully it's not a start of something shit for Reece Walsh because he got a concussion when he broke his cheek against us.
Yeah.
So it's like fuck, you don't want to see a guy that's actually great to watch fucked and out of the game.
It's got to be something to do with the way they move. Like they're all fast. They're all ducking and darting and trying to dive under or over. And even when they're tackling in the corner, it's full body on the line type shit. So it's like there's nothing in halves. Like it's not like a front rower getting the ball and strolling up, and then turning around back to the defense and doing an offload. Everything's like 100% with these guys.
And that's Reece's weapon too, is his speed. Like
if you don't do that and you don't jam up on him like that, he's going to run rings around you and do it the whole game. So you've got to get in his face early and you've got to put that intensity behind the hits so that he thinks twice the next time that he does that. And it's very unfortunate that he got concussed from it. And again, from speaking to a Queensland fan this morning, somebody just said, what if it was James Tedesco in that situation?
It has happened
multiple times, but even after all the concussions, all the head knocks that's happened in the past, and then if that happens to him, we're probably going to have a different taste at our mouths as well. So,
well, when Kickow fucking knocked him out the other month, man, like I felt like it was the same with Reece. I felt like kind of sick in the stomach watching a bloke fucking stiff arming on the ground. It's fucked, bro.
My reaction, I was just like, oh my, like mouth open, jaw open, just could not believe it. And then I didn't even realise that it was Reece Walsh at first. And then
I didn't either. I was like, who the fuck
happened
was
so
that?
fast, dude. And he was beelining for him. Whether he got the ball or didn't get the ball, or was passing the ball, he was lining him up.
Do you think it's do you get a different feeling when you see somebody stiff on the ground in like a fight though? Like, because you sort of like you want to see it.
You're expecting to see that in a fight though.
Yeah,
like that's one of the options.
It's still a bit, you get a bit taken back. You're like, whoa.
Fighting not so much for me because it's like you're as a paying customer of fighting or tuning in to watch fights, you're fucking there to hopefully see that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, you're not fucking watching a game of NRL to watch someone get fucking destroyed and buried into the ground.
But one of the best things about Origin is the violence, and that's what you watch fights for. And everybody screams, "Bring back the Biff!" But you don't want to see somebody cop a fucking 6'5" man's fucking. How much does he weigh? 105 fucking kilos.
Yeah.
At full speed, fucking shoulder straight to the chin, man.
So unless he comes back, I reckon that's probably his Origin career done for now.
I'd like to see him come back. To be honest.
Yeah.
Well, they were saying 4 to 5 match ban as well.
Oh no, I mean like because I don't think if he won't be back for game because Roosters got the bye this week, so that won't count as one game. So he'll be out for like
Pretty much.
5 weeks.
Yep.
Oh, is it a game or is it? I thought it was just 11 days.
No, I'm talking about Suwali.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, so if he's got 4, it'll be 5 more weeks from now. So Origin will.
He might be back for game 3, but
But
again, Bradman Best will be there as well.
Would you put him in? Would you put him in if like?
Mate,
Say we win game 2, would you put him in?
So that opening 5 minutes from New South Wales, the impact and the intensity that they had, and you made a good point as well, Jace. More so towards halftime about Madge getting into the boys, and from the tales of Tiger Town, tongue twister. But again, now he's coaching the Blues, and you could only imagine he gave them a big rev up before they ran out. It's so much that Suolii's just seeing fucking red, and again. I don't think you could do. You wouldn't want to change that in any sort of approach. But as soon as that happened, obviously the momentum changed a lot, and the game changed from then. But that opening 7 minutes before Suoliti got sent off, the Blues were meeting the Maroons at the line. They were jamming up on them. They showed great intensity. I really liked what I was seeing, and then obviously that sort of. Ran it down a little bit, but then second half came, which again we'll sort of talk about this a bit later on. Then the second half came, and they came out again with massive intensity and really good momentum coming off the halftime break. So again, going back to Jason's take on Madge really getting a good rev-in at halftime pre-game, I think that makes a big difference in the Origin arena too.
I reckon he's.
Do you not think that opening 5 minutes was fucking like, let's go?
It was pretty good, but they scored the try before Ross got knocked out.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like I feel when he got sent off, like New South Wales just got the whole fucking life that they like the whole life sucked out of him.
Nico's fucking lip dropped.
Yeah,
He was out of it from that moment. He was like, well,
and like
he was like, we're not going to win.
He's like, if I'm making changes, he's not in my side next game
because of the attitude he showed.
I don't think it was the attitude. I just think it was shitty last plays, like shitty kicks. Like he was like, all I could think of was fucking Ben screaming at Tanner Boyd for doing bombs, and
I was going to ask you that.
And that's all he kept fucking doing. And like he got the one off where Lomax, but that wasn't even like a planned kick. That was off Luai hitting the legs of people. It bounced out, went to like fucking Hudson Young or someone, and then Nico happens to get it and gets it up, and Lomax. It was probably more Lomax being good in the air and getting over than it was the actual kick, because I was pissed at that kick too. When
they scored
went up.
2 tries.
Yeah,
they were both off kicks.
Yeah, one was off Luai, and that fucking try for Luai though was actually fucking mean.
I thought, the Teddy try.
Yeah,
that was fucking amazing.
Where he stepped in and he just gave it that little dink, bro, and it was it was a good fucking.
That was fucking beautiful. And Teddy, you see him, he's like go go go.
Yeah,
he's fast, man.
Yeah,
Teddy's actually red hot.
I think he was great in the first half, and then I think he dropped off in the second big time.
Well, let's come back to the footy chat soon, because we'll go through your mates' yarns and takes. Before we get onto that, there's 2 sort of things that I want to run with you guys. I want to speak to you about the intro. Obviously, the spectacle last night. There was lots of intensity into the game, and before the game, as always, we do a national anthem. Before that, they actually had a really nice
Welcome to Country.
Yeah, welcome to country.
That chick, did you notice that she did not keep her fucking eyes or head still the whole time? She had that memorized. She was not reading
so
off
well
anything.
spoken.
She was going, bro. She was going for it.
Yeah, and she done like, because obviously like they do Welcome to Country for fucking everything now, which is like, I get it, but it's like you don't need to do it for like a TV show or like so. You know what I mean? Like it does it like for games where you're actually playing on the land and doing that sort.
It's one of the most televised shows or games
like
all year.
I love it for the fucking footy and stuff because you're actually like playing on the land and that sort of stuff. It's really and you're playing on that country that they're talking about.
Yep.
And like even some of these players might be from these areas as well, so it'd fucking mean a lot to them as well.
Yep.
But she fucking nailed that, like absolutely killed it. Like I'd love to see her fucking do another one.
Yeah, well, what she did nail it, and then she nailed it so well that it reminded me of that time that Ryan James did one, and he absolutely fucked it up. Shout out to you, Dark. But
that was. I think I know where you're going, Ben. Was that the worst fucking national anthem you've ever heard? Cunt?
Well, this is what was it a national anthem or was it an Australian Idol audition?
I
was watching that show the cameras across all the players, and old mate is just singing the house down, hitting all these amazing notes. Mate, you again sounded amazing, like love it, but time and place for things. And on the footy field with all these footy players, they can't sing. And when you're putting a bit of pizzazz on top
he was
of
like
it,
holding notes longer or shorter.
Everything.
Like,
the boys were like, what are we doing here?
We know how national anthems are supposed to go, like especially when you do them at school.
You
and
learn
shit
them
like
a
that.
certain way for a reason.
Yeah, you fucking get through them as quick as you fucking can.
Is it disrespectful if you're carrying on that way?
And nobody sings the second verse.
I don't think it's disrespectful, but
it sort of is.
It's bro, you're trying to give a rev up, aren't you? I feel like you're
Have you
out
guys
there
seen
to give a
Fergie
fucking
at the
rev
But
up.
NBA?
like doing it with the fucking doing it with the guitar and shit too, bro. I'm just like, fuck.
I'm all for it.
He was great,
Yeah.
and I've got I've got relatives who have like sung at like AFL grand finals and shit.
Really?
Yeah, and they're like softly spoken like that as well, but or a bit of a softer tone, but he didn't hit the mark.
Well, I didn't like it.
I'm getting married next week, and I went to a wedding over the weekend, and I was just
going to hire him.
I was going, this is complete wedding vibes. Might have to put a request in because he hit those notes, but for himself.
Yeah,
not for the boys.
You need a wedding singer, bro.
Well, you got one? Or
I'm available.
Oh, give us your best wedding song. Lock them doors and turn them lights down low.
No, yours and Brad's would be like fucking Old Love off
Marvin Gaye?
off the Wedding Boy, the wedding singer,
The wedding boy.
the wedding singer, because and he's just like, you don't really wanna hurt me, and he only knows one song. Just keeps singing it over and over again.
I was a little bit young for old Adam Sandler, I reckon.
You've never watched The Wedding Singer?
Dude.
I have, but I don't remember it.
You got to get stuck
I'm like
into it.
Longest Yard and Post Longest Yard,
Oh my god!
which was like grown ups and
We gotta
literally
educate.
grown-ups
Yeah,
is great.
you gotta go back and watch fucking Happy Gilmore.
Oh, Billy Madison. Yeah, I've seen Billy Madison
Wedding Singer,
too many times.
Big Daddy.
Big Daddy. Like I think he brought all those movies out 1 year after the other. Like
Right.
he was.
It was like a 5-year run.
It's probably one of the greatest runs of all time. And then Little Nicky in 2001, underrated but still fucking hilarious.
Mr. Deeds.
Mr. Deeds, 2001 as well.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
All right, now that we're on the train, we got a spectrum. What's the worst Adam Sandler movie, Jace?
Jack and Jill.
Oh, yeah, that's a good.
Dude, it literally won
good
like
take.
15 Razzies awards for like worst everything.
I didn't.
Is that what they were going for? Were they going for a completely?
No, I don't. Fuck knows. I have no idea why he did that. But like, I like some of his shit. I like his dramas too. Like, I love Click, bro. Click's fucking one of my favorite movies.
That was a good movie.
Click had to warm on me though. I didn't like it because it was so different when it first came out. It was so different to everything that he did.
Yeah.
I didn't like it at first, but then I watched it again and I was like, oh, this is actually, if you forget it's Adam Sandler and what his genre is normally like.
Bedtime Stories?
Uncut Gems is a fucking great movie.
I haven't seen that one.
Dude, it's sick. He's got Kevin Garnett in it.
Yeah, true. And it's about what, diamonds?
Yeah, he's like a fucking chronic gambler, bro, and he gambles with he gives the championship ring away from Kevin Garnett to some fucking dude.
All right, if
Then
we
has
go
to try and get it back.
if we go the worst, what's the best Adam Sandler movie?
Oh, fuck, that's tough.
I'm gonna go mine. Longest Yard. Just for the
For me?
the way that they film everything, and it's one of the, in my opinion, one of the better NFL like gridiron movies as well.
For me, it's between. It's very close between Happy Gilmore and Billy Madison.
Mine's probably Big Daddy because I remember watching Happy Gilmore a shitload as a kid, but I just Big Daddy takes you back to that, like with the music, the vibes, like young Jon Stewart as well. Like,
All right.
And then you got the Grown Ups trilogy as
I
well.
love the
There's
Grown Ups
two.
trilogy.
2?
yeah,
3.
The kid, no, there's two. The young kid that played his son died like 2 years ago.
Yeah, heard about
So
that.
they didn't make the third one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The
R.I.P.
Grown Ups is great anyway. But going back to it, last one on the Adam Sandler stuff. Greatest Adam Sandler line or like quote that you guys relate with. Mine would be what one that there today, Junior.
Yeah,
that always got me when I was younger.
Well, you know what's funny? Before we started filming, I actually did a
Or
little Adam Sandler.
He called the shit poop when he puts he does the doggy done run.
What about when they're getting on the bus on Billy Madison? And he's like, a friend of mine,
Chris Farley.
yeah, Chris Farley.
He's like, that Veronica Vaughn.
Yeah.
He's like, I know from experience, dude.
You know what I mean?
No, you don't. Well, not me personally, but a friend of mine.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, and he's just like, woo-wee. No, fuck, man. Chris Farley, he's so good, bro.
Yeah, R.I.P. to him too.
Yeah.
All right, boys. Well, we'll get on to back into the footy chat. We broke it up a little bit there, but we have a couple of yarns and takes, and we thought we were actually going to change it up a little bit today. Do them a bit earlier on in the pod because I know that last time we ran out a little bit of time, and as well, sometimes we cover a lot of the chat during the podcast as well. So we'll hear from you guys first, and hopefully we haven't covered it already. But we get to hear from our local Aboriginal, the Black Hobbit, Aiden the Bro. 2 minutes, you know it's going to be
Boys,
good.
it's your favourite, it's your local, it's your fucking Black Hobbit. How are you, fellas? I'm back,
Good,
and
thanks,
I'm
bro.
fucking ready. I've got a yarn for you today about the first time I ever fucking crashed a car. I was about 14 years old, man. 2 other mates of mine went thirds in it. It was like $37 each. Bought it off one of their dads. It was a little Mitsubishi Scorpion. If you don't want to know what a Scorpion is, it's a 2-door Mitsubishi Sigma. And
I remember that.
so we're cruising along one day at the back of Coogin. There was about 7 of us in it. It's only a 4-seater. We're flying along doing like 60, maybe 80 Ks, some shit like that.
Fat arm out the window.
And the boys are like, yeah, do a burnout. I'm like, yeah, sick, I will. Didn't even slow down. Hooked it straight into this dirt patch on the side of the road. She got sideways, tried to correct it, didn't happen. Flicked out the other way, tried to correct it, didn't happen. Sideways at like 60 Ks into a cane drain, bottomed out, rolled 3 times into the banana trees, landed the right way up. I still remember, like it was like slow motion, you know, like everything's flying around in the car, like we're in space. It was fucking wild. No one got injured, thankfully. We all jumped out and we fucking took off. We ran down to our other mate's property, and we were sitting in his room, just chilling out, and we heard this fucking bang and all this carrying on. Next minute, you know, the door fucking flies open. The dad of one of our mates that we crashed onto his property kicked the fucking door in. Come and get that fucking car off my fucking banana trees before I call the cops on you. Oh shit. So we fucking ran back and we ended up stealing his tractor and skull dragged the cunt out onto the road and just left it on the road. Oh, good times. Anyway, fellas, in ya, hanging out ya.
Yeah, bro.
Wow. Car crashes. Boys, have you had any? Probably not as hectic as crashing your Mitsubishi into a Sigma and rolling it 3 times into banana trees. But any car crashes?
Yeah, I've had 2. Both were white Falcons with bald tyres in the rain.
Let me guess, it was their fault.
No, I just aquaplaned both times.
Bald tyres.
Where the Nerang fire station didn't used to be there. It was just a vacant block and it had a power pile at the front. It's literally I remember looking, I was like doing 62 and I fucking come up and it just starts flicking out. Remember the old boys saying, yeah, when in doubt, power out. So I powered out and it started to straighten up. And then it fucking hits another plane and fucking swung out, hit this fucking power pole. And I just bought this brand new hat. And and I went to fly at the window, like Aiden said, in slow-mo, fucking grabbed it, threw it on the passenger seat and kept spinning like around the pole. And I'm like, what the fuck? All these cars are like already pulling up. They're like, are you all right? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. Just fucking take off. Fucking get back to my ex-girlfriend's place. My fucking whole backside's like caved in over the wheel. I'm like, fuck me. Drove back to Warwick and like I could fucking hear it like bumping into the guardrail and pushed it above the tyre. Get back, the tyre's got all these cut marks in it and shit. My uncle was there at home with my dad. He's like, fuck me, mate. I'm like, yeah. And he has a look underneath and I actually bent the pin where the sway bar goes and the sway bar was off. And I drove this car for like 6 more months after that. And every time when I went on the motorway, if I got over like 105, it would just feel like the body was like wobbling over the fucking axles. I was like, cut, it was fucking wild, man, but it was a good car though.
Living on the edge.
Oh, dude, it was pretty hectic, that car.
I've got 2. Have you got any, Brad?
Yeah, I've only had one crash, bro. I bought this.
Not a competition.
Well, it might be.
Well, if it was, I'd win because I've had 2. Nah.
Well, Jason said
A
he's
couple
had
of
2 as well.
breakdowns. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, no,
Sure,
I have had one. I fucking had this VX Commodore white car as well, Jason.
Fucking, we have to ask Aiden what colour the Scorpion was.
It was blue.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I remember it. Actually, on the Scorpion story, so I knew they bought that car, right? I didn't know that they were heading around, like driving around my little stomping ground sort of thing. Or it was his stomping ground as well. All his mates were my mates' little brothers. And fucking me and all my mates were fucking heading through Coogin and we fucking saw the car. We found the fucking car, bro. And it was he's right. The cunt was fucking up on these fucking banana trees. And in the middle of this massive dirt patch was a flat cap. Like a like a fucking cap with a flat brim.
Like a fitted hat.
Yeah, fitted cap, bro. Just sitting there, we were like, holy shit, like what the fuck happened? Like somebody's fucking crashed and legged it, eh? And then I found out it was me brother.
Was it his hat?
No, it wasn't his hat. It must have been one of his mates. But yeah, it must have come out the window when they were fucking rolling.
It was like space. That was my favourite part.
Yeah, crashed me Commodore. I had it for fucking 11 years, bro. It was 2002. I bought it in 2004. 2015, I fucking was coming home from the pub. A little bit greasy. And I'm coming.
The brakes stopped working.
Yeah, I've come off the highway and there's like a roundabout, and I was just going a little bit too fast, and the cunt's kicked out. And fucking, and I've gone, oh shit, and exactly what Jason said, when in doubt, power out. I fucking hit the accelerator and the cunt just kept going. Straight up the fucking gutter, and there was this double poster sign that said it was like welcome to Benora Point.
Used to say that. Now it just says welcome to Benora.
And I've fucking flown up this gutter and it's just gone fucking smack into straight into between sort of my back door and the back wheel kind of thing, and it bent the fucking car, eh? And then I'm standing there and I hear this, Brad, is that you? From this fucking retirement village.
Oh, they knew who you were.
It was one of my friends who worked there, and I was like, oh, fucking trust that, eh?
Timing.
But yeah, I limped it back to my mum's. It still drove, but the wheel was flat and it was wobbling. And
worst feeling.
Yeah, it was sad seeing that thing get on the tow truck and go because I had it for so long.
As we were sitting here, I just thought, actually, I'll take the 3, the moped one. Obviously, that we'd heard about the last couple of podcasts ago. I think I actually told how I crashed my moped as well, which I've crashed before. But if I haven't, listeners, hit us up. The 2 that I have in mind though, last year, year before that, I broke my arm. And I wasn't too sure exactly if I'd broken it or not, and I had to go to the hospital. And I was driving my Mercedes. At the time, I had a Mercedes. It was probably 10 years old type things. Probably 15 years old. And when I went to go take it for its most recent service, the guy goes, mate, you're going to have to get the timing belt replaced. It's probably going to be like another 6 to 12 months. It could go any time, but the timing belt needs replacing in this. And it's going to cost about $3,000-4,000. And I was just like, oh. Anyway, and then I was like, it's just a service, right? Like I just need it to get me from A to B, and then I'll save some money and I'll get the timing belt done. He goes, yeah, mate. And I was like, all right, I'll just go get my service done from my bro up the road. So anyway, got my service done from a mechanic and forgot about the fucking timing belt.
As you do.
And surely enough, shit happens throughout my life, and I ended up breaking my arm and on the piss, and probably won't disclose how. But
it wasn't in Hamilton, was it?
Nah. This was unfortunately another incident. But yeah, so I wasn't too sure if it was broken or not. And I was like, fuck it, I got to go to the hospital and get it checked out. Couldn't even move it. So I was driving to the hospital. Anyway, got the cast done. Got literally like halfway out, and I get a phone call again from the hospital, like just as I left the hospital, and they're like, oh, you need to come back. I'm like, why? And they go, oh, well, the surgeon, the guy who wrapped your arm, the osteo, osteo,
whatever he is,
he's put on the wrong cast. He looked at the wrong X-ray, and he put on the little girl's cast. And I'm like, so I was waiting for ages in there, and like, there
what's
was
the difference?
She had a completely different fracture. He was looking at the wrong X-ray.
But what? So what? Your cast is on the wrong part of your arm.
It was like I needed my thumb, like my thumb and my pinky wrapped, and it was just the wrist type thing, so I could still move my arm around. And then the lady, like the people who checked me out called me up. They're like, "Have you left?" And I was like, "Yeah." And they're like, "We need you to come back. That's the wrong cast. He's put on the wrong one anyway." So I'm driving back from the hospital down the M1, and then all of a sudden, fucking timing belt goes.
No.
Car just starts smoking. I'm in the right-hand lane, peak hour traffic, and the car's just cutting like every second, every like 10 Ks every second. And I was just like, oh my God. So anyway, got all the way across to the road. Surely enough, fucked the car. Ended up having to ride it off, and that's how the moped got introduced. But that was one of them. The other one, though, this is a good one.
Wait, that's not a crash. That's a breakdown.
It's a breakdown. Sorry to mislead.
I want to hear a crash story.
All right. Oh, this isn't a crash, but this is a total fuck. Like, just how could you manage to do this? So,
So have you had a car crash?
Yeah, have you had a crash? You said you had 3. So
I've been in one, and Charlotte was driving. But we won't talk about that because not that she listens, but
because it was a hit and run.
Yeah, nah, she didn't want to run a red light, so she slammed her brakes on, but unfortunately a little bit too quick when it wasn't a red light, it was orange. But I just say it's red.
You live and you learn.
I just say it's red. It's easier that way. But yeah, so I used to work for Foxtel. Completely winged it. Had no experience before that, and we had to have our work car. So anyway, the bro goes, "Oh, have you got a manual license? I've got a car for you ready to go." All those sorts of things. And of course, I go, "Yeah, mate. Yeah, drive manual all the time." Never driven a manual before. So the day I had to go pick up this car, and again, never even fucking lifted a tool either, and he's given me all these tools, a full van, everything.
Wait, can I just say it doesn't surprise me
That you don't have manual license?
Yeah. He asked for a photo of my license, and I just said, "Oh, I'm getting it in the mail at the moment because I just had to upgrade it for the job." So yeah, I'm just waiting for them to send my manual one. Here's my autos. Boom, sweet, that was good enough.
Yeah, nice.
So anyway, I go pick the car up as in Brown's Plains.
Yeah.
There's
Coopers
two.
and
There's both.
They're about the same way.
Yeah, Cooper's Plains, Brown's Plains.
Anyway, it's like 2 hours away. Yeah, it was like a 2 hour drive anyway. So I got my mum to drop me off, and I had to drive the car away. And the bros got me like out on the driveway. All I have to do is just literally drive down the hill. And even just starting the car, I stalled it 3 times in front of him. And I was just like, oh my God. So all I did, bro, is I just took the fucking, put it in neutral, took the handbrake off and rolled down the hill. Gave it a crack at starting it around the corner, finally got the thing going. And prior to this, I'd only just learned how to to drive manual with my mum. And she had like a new manual. It's probably 2017 or 2017, 18. So like it was a newer manual where you hardly even have to, tap the clutch or anything. It's almost automatic. So I learned in that, and then I get put in like this fucking Toyota fucking whatever the vans are. Yeah, high ace.
High ace, yeah.
And just ended up rolling down the bottom of the hill. Got to the first set of lights at Cooper's Plains to get onto the highway, and didn't make the lights. So I stopped at the red lights. And they went green, and I still didn't make the lights because I kept stalling it at the lights. I had all these cars behind me, tooting and everything, and I was just like, oh my God. So anyway, see red, then I'm just waiting for green to happen again. I'm just like, you need to fucking do this, bro.
Just like limiter with the clutch in, just ready to pop it.
Bro, yeah.
Getting that
I think I
smell
fully
going.
fucked the
Yeah,
clutch,
hell
eh?
yeah, yeah.
And anyway, so that was getting it out of it. So it was peak hour traffic through Brisbane. It was literally nose to nose. So I didn't have to worry too much about changing up and down gears. I was just putting at like 10 Ks the whole time. So I got back to the swell, and this is when I was living at in Burleigh with Blakey. I get back to the swell, and I'm like, all right, I need to go park this undercover because there's, I got tools and everything, so I want to park it underneath the units there. So anyway, I'm just traveling, I'm putting along, and then all of a sudden, boom! Like, what the fuck? My ladders on the roof have hit the fucking the clearance sign where it says like, it's only so much.
Yeah, dude.
Oh my god, caught on that, bro. I couldn't even fucking like drive through. And I'm just like, oh my god, how could this get any worse? Anyway, finally got it out. I'm like, I got to park this on the street. So then I went to go park it on the street, and I understeered on a hill, which I was like going to do a U-turn and then like parallel park. Again, however that was going to work, I don't know. But I understeered
But
on
by
it.
this stage, had you mastered taking off?
I wouldn't say mastered.
Yeah.
And in hindsight as well, it was a very like feathery clutch. Like it was you had to fucking balance it just right. I probably still wouldn't be able to drive it, whereas I can drive most manuals now. But that one was really touchy. But anyway, understeered, fucking almost. So anyway, I'm like, I need to reverse up, like, but because I'm understeered, I had to go forward a little bit. So I'm just like releasing the fucking handbrake, bro. I'm getting closer and closer to the car in front of me, and I'm like, at this stage, I'm like 10 centimeters away from this car in front of me. I'm just like, oh my god, if I pull the brake off again, I'm going straight into the car in front of me because it's on a hill going down, and I just end up calling Blakey. I'm like, bro, you know how to drive a manual, eh? He's like, yeah, bro. Like, mate, I really need your fucking help here. So he came outside, jumped in the thing. Again, he had a little bit of troubles with the clutch and stuff, but he finally got it going, bro. And like we were doing a burnout on the hill in reverse.
Trying to get up,
Trying to get back.
Nice.
And then anyway, we fucking pull up like, yeah, like fucking cheering, bro. And I'm like, bro, what's that smell? I'm like, he's like, nah, it's just the handbrake. And then in hindsight, once I know more about it, it was the clutch. I think we fully fucked. But it was either that or he hit the car in front of us. And
it's funny you talk about burning a clutch out because my work car just last week I fucked the clutch in it. I don't know how. Well, it fucked out. But that same day on the way to work, I was coming past Helensvale, and I'm just cruising like 110 in the overtaking lane, and I see like cars are starting to bunch up behind me. I thought, I'll fucking get out of these guys' way. And so I'll put my blinker and I'll check the mirrors. Yep, all sweet. I've gone to go over, and the dude behind me has kicked out and gone to overtake me at the same time. And I'd shit you not, I'm like 3/4 into the lane, and he's like, his fucking nose is just about to touch my ass. And I went, shit. And I like shit myself. And I've hooked it back into my lane. And as I did that, this is a BT50. It's like jacked up on fucking 33s. And this thing just goes boop, completely sideways at 110. I'm like in the overtaking lane, and I'm just sliding. And like, I don't know if you know what, for like muddy
smell.
What they sound like when they slide, but it's like it's like a seal. Yeah. It's like, I'm fucking 110 down the highway. Ooh, and I was going, fuck, and I've like gone back the other way, and I've like kicked it 3 times and brought it back into line. Couldn't believe it, man. I'm like, man,
this
I'm
like
the
last week.
Oh I'm like, holy
God.
shit, I'm like the best drifter in the
lucky,
world.
Lucky you're here, bro.
I know.
Holy.
And then I get to work.
After hearing your brother's story.
Yeah, well, who's the better driver, right? Anyway.
There's no banana trees around.
Oh, I'm going to cop it for that call. Who's the better driver?
Yeah.
But anyway,
Aiden can't drive worth a shit, bro.
I know, he's a shit-ass driver. That's why he drives Skylines.
It needs Taragos.
Poo trolls.
Poo troll, bro. What's his license plate on that again?
Nigel. Can't remember. Yeah.
Yeah, Nigel. Shout out to Nigel.
Yeah, Nigel, bro. But yeah, so I made it to work, and then I've gone. We've done pre-start, and I've gone to jump in the ute just to go out on site, and the clutch just doesn't work.
Do you get done for that, or Like, do that or
Nah.
work will cover that?
Oh,
Work
work.
covers that,
Yeah,
bro.
I'll just call ROCQ. They come and pick it up.
Do we need to blur some of that story out?
Oh, no. Bro, not my fault.
Nah.
All good.
Yeah, all good.
All good.
All right. Any more yarns on that, boys? I think we actually still had another 10 seconds from Aiden, so we got stuck on that yarn for a bit, but here he is again.
Fuck's got Ashley Klein's fucking address. I'm about to go around and kick that cunt's head in. Ruined the fucking game, that cunt did. Fuck me.
10 seconds of the best.
Hell yeah, bro. I agree.
Look at that, and that's coming. So is he Queensland? No,
New
No,
South,
it's New South.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Great
actually
take.
we're actually joking about where they were born yesterday because Aiden was born in Tweed, and then we both looked at each other and we're just like, yeah, fucking Brad, and I was like, yeah, and he's like, fucking Mackay. I'm like, yeah, fucking arsehole of Queensland, cunt.
Only the greats are born in Mackay, brother.
You and Ryan.
Yep. There's a couple others.
Did you boys open up any voicemails or anything like that, or
No,
there any that
I-
you've seen come through?
Michael
Michael
Plant.
Plant. I opened. I think I marked it as unread. I didn't listen to it though.
No, I didn't listen. I marked them all as unread.
How good? All right. Shout out to Mickey Plante. He's been a good friend of the pod for a while now.
Are you a Plante or do you just call him Planty?
Yeah, Plante.
Oh, I say Plante, yeah.
I like that.
Well,
Nah, actually,
it sounds
Nah,
more
he
sophisticated.
looks
That
like
reminds-
a Planty.
He looks like a bit of a
It
planty, but-
reminds me of
Him
Joe
and his-
Dirt.
Yeah, Joe Dirte.
Joe Dirte.
Don't try and church it up, son.
Yeah.
Your daddy named you Joe Dirt.
I like the Plante on top of it.
We can go Plante.
Nah, now I'm just fucking milking it.
All right.
Here's Mickey Plante. See, now I'm fucking... I just said Planty. Oh, you've ruined it. All right. Shout out to the bro. Thanks for calling in. And enjoy, listeners.
Hey boys, it's Planty here. How you going?
Planty. Oh, okay. It is Planty.
Just listen to the podcast and listen to the chat about the human centipede. Got me thinking. There's enough of you boys there to perform a monorail. Now, Benny was quick to jump to the back of that human centipede. So, Benny, I want to know what position in this monorail you would be at. Love the potty, boys. It's a fucking crack up. Also, just want to say, go the fucking Sharks and go the Blues.
Look, both of them have taken losses recently too. Thanks, mate.
Congratulations on your losses, Planty.
What's a fucking monorail?
That's that.
I
was
think
what
it's
I
like
was gonna ask.
a three-man.
It's got to be similar to the human
Oh, like
centipede.
instead of mouths to ass, it's dick to ass.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm going to the back.
He's gonna have to elaborate.
Oh yeah, the back would probably be the best, eh?
Well, that's why I
Shut
jumped
his-
to the back of the
You're
centipede.
not getting a dick up.
Bro, you're like getting excited. Like,
No, like you're not.
Fuck yeah! I want
Well, you're not.
There's a bit of-
Well, you're not getting a dick up the ass. I'll go front. I'll just take one up the ass, and you're in the middle.
Nah, that makes you
I'm,
gay.
I'm a team player, bro. I'll go.
Does it
both.
make you gay if you stick it in or if you take it up?
You're fucking a dude, bro. I could be getting raped.
Just
Imagine
ask-
Brad. Imagine
just
Brad.
ask
It's
Kurt
gonna be.
Capewell.
It's gonna be awkward with Brad in the middle because he's gonna have to stand on his fucking tiptoes to get it in me.
Yeah, but if you guys stand still, I'll just do all the moving. Anyway,
Yep.
Yep. Shout out to Mickey Plante.
these hips don't lie.
Planty. Thanks for
Just
sending
sort
that
of,
through,
just
bro.
sort of Michael Plant as the monorail salesman from Simpsons.
Oh my
I
god.
put monorails everywhere.
We have 2 minutes of voicemails from Jammin.
Oh.
I do need to take a quick leak, but you guys.
No,
There's
no
keep
chance.
it going then. Keep it going.
There's
I,
no chance you're missing these.
We'll keep it going.
would have gone 3 times by now, but I've
you
been
know what's-
good. I've been holding it.
You know what's funny? Last time we listened to
You got out as
Jammin's
well.
thing, you were like, "Oh, I just need to go to the toilet right now, boys."
Really?
Yeah, last,
Yeah.
Am
yeah.
I dodging him?
I
Yeah,
think
it
you
sounds
are.
like it. You are.
That's all right. We'll keep shit going while you
all right,
go
I'll-
do your piss.
Well, so I can take a piss after we listen to the voicemails, and then I've got time to think about the ammo.
Yeah, okay.
Or I can
listen
respond to
to
it right
listen
now.
to them first, and then piss, and then.
Oh, you want? Oh,
no,
see, I'd rather
I want
direct.
real time
Okay,
response.
well, we'll keep
Do a
talking.
piss first.
All right, give us a yarn on rate.
What?
Rate?
Oh.
Rate. RATE.
Okay.
T.
You just talk
T
about
for Tom.
monorails, mate.
Rate Ashley Klein's performance from 0 to 10 and give us a reason why.
Oh god.
I actually thought it was
10 out
pretty-
of 10. Oh, Benny.
I actually thought he was pretty good.
Yeah, 10 out of 10.
I'm not going to give him a 10. I'll give him an 8. But I feel he's got big balls to make. He's got big balls to make that call.
That's yeah.
There was some pretty shit things, like some pretty free flowing.
Aren't you pissing?
What? Yeah, you're meant to be doing a piss.
You guys have already just fucking blurted out your answers.
No,
Well,
just
isn't that
go
what he
do a
said?
piss, mate.
Isn't that what he said to do?
Yeah, he said rate him and then give a reason why.
Yeah.
No,
Or
yeah.
should we do a fuck, marry, kill?
On what, referees?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Ash Klein.
I'd fuck
Adam G.
Adam G. I'd fuck
And
Adam.
who's-
No, marry Adam G.
Oh, no, fuck refs. We'll do commentators.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you got Blocker. No, wait.
God.
You got
Oh God, I just got this image, bro.
you got Blocker, Cameron Smith, and Paul Gallen. No, take Cameron Smith out. He's too good looking.
No,
for,
yeah, I was gonna say I'm
So we'll go
gonna marry Cam.
No, we'll go Blocker, Gus, or
Fatty.
Gallen. So fuck, marry,
Oh,
kill.
wait, so who was it? Gus,
Blocker, Gallen.
Oh God. I'm probably gonna fuck Gus.
Yeah, okay.
I think.
Yeah, okay.
I'll fuck the bag of milk. I'll marry. I'll marry Gallon, and I'll
Kill Blocker.
kill Blocker.
Fuck.
Fuck, marry, kill.
So I would marry Gus because I know he'd look after me.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a tough one, hey. Yeah, I'll probably fuck Gal
Yeah.
because he's like, I reckon he'd go all right.
Yeah.
And
Go hard.
and I'd have Blockers on the on the block.
Yeah, I didn't fuck Gal because I think he's a dom.
Yeah, well, so am I. So that's going to make it interesting.
Yeah.
He's going to have to knock me out if he wants to be dom.
You guys will just dock.
And yeah.
double dock and rock, bro.
Yeah, bro.
What about you? Would you fuck, marry, kill? You got Gus, Blocker, or Gallen?
Based on appearances.
Whatever you want, man.
Yeah, base it on anything.
All right.
How much money they got?
I'm probably going to have to kill Blocker for
Poor Block.
his pronunciations of players. Swali'i.
Dylan, what's
Sawali'i. And then I'd probably marry Gal.
Ooh.
And fuck that. Who was
Gus.
it? Gus. Yeah.
Yeah, you got the same as me, bro.
Well, you would want to say, you wouldn't want to say like, oh yeah, fucked Blocker.
As if you wouldn't want to marry Gus, though. He looks after footy clubs, bro. He'd look after you.
Well,
He'd
look-
look after you,
Look,
eh?
but
And
you're
he's not going to be around much longer, so
this is my reason.
Ooh,
Like,
that's a good take.
think of that will.
Ooh,
You're
okay,
not-
I changed my options. I'll fuck. Yeah. Nah.
and you're never
Gal
gonna
can fuck
marry.
me.
You're never gonna. You're never gonna marry Blocker because imagine putting up with the mispronunciations for the
Nah,
rest of
yeah,
your
exactly. I couldn't listen to the cunt.
Yeah, just keeps calling me Jason Wildman every time he wants something.
life. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to get on to the jamming. So he sent these through last night after the Origin, so I'm sure we're in for...
All of them.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Holy.
He's a classic. We love it. Thank you for sending these in, bro.
Do you love it, Ben?
We love jamming. Jamming is...
Oh, Benny boy, the shit Robin Hood takes from the poor and
I've heard enough.
Oh, this guy.
keeps it for himself. Not this time, champion. Get a Queensland up your holes, bitch nipples. 200, 200. Thanks for doubling.
Thank Ashley Klein for that, you dog.
down. I'll take the cash today.
Got your pay ID, bruv.
Queenslander, baby.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was just thinking he said get a Queenslander up here, so the monorail might happen. I'm here.
Oh,
it'd have to be before the wedding.
I said I'd never do that again.
What?
What?
Huh?
Oh, you're asleep.
I wasn't.
Sweet Benny boy.
Oh.
What it's like to be a loser. loser. $200 coming my way.
I love that you're thinking
I won't
about
hold
me.
my breath because you don't ever pay. You idiot. Imagine going double or nothing on Origin with the shittest New South Wales side ever produced ever.
Wow.
I cannot wait for tomorrow's potty. I'm throbbing and I'm going to be stiff for hours. Love you, bud. Bye.
Not going to release this pod just for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we'll get on to we'll let them play all the way through,
Surely
and then
they're
I'll
not-
because they were all back to back.
Surely
So
they're not all about you.
I think he's thinking about me, bro. We might have another
I'm
stalker.
surprised he's missed me, which is good.
The game kicked off and it was even. And then it was ugly. And then it was pretty bad. Now it's just embarrassing. Pull the pin, champs. Jace, Benny, especially Benny. Pack it up, pack it in. Let me begin. Queenslander here. And I can't wait to get my cash, you motherfucker. Fins up, baby.
Fins up. What the fuck?
All right, the last one's a little bit of a shorter one.
Seriously, but on a serious note, lads, do you remember the last New South Wales bloke that moved like Hammer? Yeah, me either. The best you probably got the GI, and he played for Queensland too. Fuck, I'm good value. Fuck you, Benny.
Oh, that is they are great takes, great yarns, mate. I've got nothing in the tank, to be honest. I've got nothing to stand on.
Are you going to double it, Benny?
No, bro. I'm fucking finished digging my fucking grave. It's about halfway full. So if I do another one, I'm going to double that. And I don't want to be covering myself up anytime soon.
But what if you win?
That doesn't seem very fucking likely, does it?
It's the most gambler thing I've ever heard.
On top of that, I get this cunt fucking calling in and giving it to me on top. So, you know what? Enjoy it while it lasts, cunt. Because
Your skin is getting a lot thicker, bro. You're getting better.
you
at
reckon I
this.
took that like a champ?
No. I can see your leg going crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, was it? Fuck, I don't even notice.
Feels like someone's got a Nokia 3310 on vibrate.
Yeah, it's just going.
Yeah.
Oh. I do love it. But yeah, mate, I got nothing for you other than a big 200 when you... Is he coming to the pod?
Yeah, we'll get him in.
We'll get him
When
into
are
the
you
pod.
off?
I'm off. So I got next week. I'm on the pod. I'm away for 2 pods.
We might go Blakey first. Then what? Maybe.
I thought it was 3, but yeah.
Oh, it's only 2. Oh, okay.
Well, if he can get
Oh, you guys seem disappointed now.
No, we're
we've
just
teed
trying to
up to-
organise. Yeah.
Yeah.
Blakey can take a miss.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Well,
He's just got to let you in.
yeah. Thanks for letting us in,
Nah,
bro. By the way,
he's
you're not
busy.
on this app.
He's busy anyways. I'm sure he won't be
Yeah,
too
yeah.
cut. But I know the boys love it. So we got Jam and we got Aiden.
Yeah.
I know we got Simo as well. So there's a few boys waiting to get on. And if we can't get you on while I'm away, there's no reason why we can't just have you on as our mates Yarns and Takes, because I do like this format and we get to hear from the boys every week as well. But yeah, back to, I guess, taking my licks. Yep, fair enough, mate. We had no chance. As soon as Ashley Klein sort of sent Joe Suoliti off, I thought it was game over, and I didn't hear back from the Jam and Bet at all. I know you responded to Jason, so there's your receipt. But at first I said, my eyes lit up, didn't they, Jace? I looked up at you, I'm like, Jammin didn't say anything.
Yeah,
Jam
I was
didn't
like,
confirm the bet.
I was like,
so I'm
bro,
like,
he
sweet,
did.
I'm in the clear. And then you're like, yeah, nah, he did. He sent me the message. I'm fuck.
I talked to him. I talked to him on the phone for like 20 minutes on the way home last week.
Had I known the circumstances that would be down 12 men to 13 on 7 minutes in, I would not have taken that bet.
That's why you should double up.
Dill Edwards as well. Dill Edwards at fullback. Again, no knock on Teddy, but we'll get onto that very soon. But yeah,
But that's why you should double up, Benny, because I think you will
I listened
get
to
the
you
next
cunts
one.
last time, but no.
Quick shout out to
I
Jammin
didn't-
though.
Bro,
Four different
Jammin was-
songs in there. He had.
Jammin was staying clear of me the whole time. And then it wasn't until Jason goes, Ben, you should put a bet on it. Sorry for fucking making you sound that way as well, Jason.
No,
But he does.
You don't
I actually
sound like
do.
that way,
I actually
mate.
do. I actually
He
do
does.
sound that way.
He does sound
But you
exactly
go,
like that.
yeah, you go. But you haven't. We were waiting for it, and he never came at me. And then I had I was the first one to nut up, and man up, and come at you jamming, and I came too hard.
Hey, I bet him and I won.
Yeah, I
I
bet
think
him
he bet
and I
you,
lost.
bro. He bet you though.
Yeah, well,
he came at you.
Well, okay, I got a proposition for
So
you, Ben.
that's
Do you
that
wanna
must
put
be
a-
the theory. So
do you wanna
don't
put
come
a-
at us.
Do you want to put a bet on this weekend? It's Panthers Manly
Yeah.
at Penrith,
Oh, but
and all the Origin boys
you know
are
what
backing up.
I want to go.
I know what you can bet. I know what you can bet.
The hair.
Where's that chili shit?
Oh, where is the chili fudge, Ben?
Where's that chili shit?
It's in the cupboard.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. You
Nah,
want to
we're all
explain
gonna
it?
we're all gonna eat that anyway. I think that's wasted if we do it as a bet because then like
No,
it's,
it's got to eat the whole
for,
thing.
It's a lot for one
not eating the
person,
fucking
bro.
whole thing. Can't fuck that.
It's a
What
lot.
do you
for-
think you're gonna lose?
Bro, I reckon.
no, I'm not. I'm just not.
Well, sounds like
I
you
don't-
think,
I don't
sounds like
e-
you think you're gonna lose, mate.
You know
I
what I,
don't
want
even.
to see?
I don't even
wanna
want
see-
Ben to eat all that.
I want to
cunt.
see Jason with braids or plaits or something for a podcast.
Oh yeah, I'll do that.
So,
What are you gonna do?
well, it can't be anything permanent for the wedding. But
What
if you come up
about?
with something? Maybe I.
You got it. You got to.
I'll wear something on stream.
Got any budgie smugglers?
No.
We'll get you some, and you can do the pod and those.
Or you can wear like one of Charlotte's
All right,
bikinis.
that's fair.
And
for-
it's
for
and
a-
it's getting cold too.
Wear one of Charlotte's. Has Charlotte got a one piece that you could wear?
no.
Or a bikini.
I've never tried it.
Yeah, bullshit. You fucking tried them on.
Definitely. Look at that.
Put it on backwards and it strings up the front.
Yeah, it still
Yeah.
covers it.
Still got the clearance.
Yeah.
All right, well let's go ponytail bet for a speedo bet.
Righto.
We on?
No,
Yeah.
oh, what do you got, speedos?
Nah, but
We'll
you
find
guys.
some.
It's up to you
Oh,
guys
I was-
to get me some.
Well, I was gonna say, because you've both got missos, maybe Jason could wear one of Bridget's, and you could wear one of Charlotte's.
I'm not wearing her I'm not wearing her fucking panties, bro.
Well, Jason's already wearing Bridget's right now. So.
yeah, it might be a norm.
What I
for,
told you, they fit my cheeks good. Can't have a dump truck like this and not fucking.
No,
No,
that's
I
right.
want to see Jason with plaits or like I.
No,
I
that's not a
wa-
punishment,
I
dude.
want to see
He does
cornrows,
that.
dude.
He does that, like, for fun.
We've already shaken on it.
No, but it's
so-
got to be. It's got to be
you're
like.
getting off
Nah, I'm not
fucking
letting him
easy.
get off with a fucking ponytail or two little pigtails or something like that.
Make him go
no way.
fucking
Like Princess Leia shit.
Yeah, I'll go full French braids.
Yeah, fucking
Princess
oath.
Leia with the bun.
Something.
I don't have
We're
enough
doing
hair for
something,
that.
bro. And then he's got
We've tried
no.
those.
Nah, I reckon you do.
I did.
bro.
I got my hair done into like the fucking Asian buns where they have the two on
yeah.
either side. I
Yeah.
had those once.
Oh,
and-
that would be good.
Oh, dude, it was fucked, bro. I went to the pub like that, and every cunt fucking kept yanking on them. I was like,
Wha-
no, I'm taking these cunts out.
What if you, you know how Yuri does the fucking
the samurai.
yeah, the samurai dildo on top of your head.
Yeah, we've got to. It's got to be something like that. I know we've already
It's gotta be
shaken,
something
but you
fucked,
you
dude.
know what I meant.
yeah.
You do cornrows on like voluntarily.
No, I haven't done corn. No, I haven't. Cornrows takes too long.
It gives them headaches, bro.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, do that then.
All right, I've steered clear of the state of origin chat, but let's get into a little bit more about it. I actually sort of wanted to ask you boys, pick a player from each side who stood out amongst the rest for you guys. There were a couple in each team, so give different answers. But Jace, you can start.
Well, he missed 7 tackles, but I think it was towards the end he missed the majority of them because
fact
everyone was just fucked. But Liam Martin with that fucking hit on Jermaine Hopgood was fucking probably one of the biggest fucking hits you've seen. Like for
Launched at him
for size, like size comparison, like it's a big fucking hit.
and then got up over the
You
top
know,
of him too.
you know what was good about it? Queensland tried to get him back, and it wasn't as
They
good.
they couldn't get him, eh?
Nah, it wasn't. Well, they hit him, but it was soft. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was like, there it is. Like I'm yelling.
But then he just
I've got
gets
the
up.
two
And
boys.
I think it was the one the one you were talking about. He literally got up and did one of the quickest play of the balls of
Yeah.
the game. Cunt.
Yeah, yeah.
It was fucked.
yeah.
But yeah, no, he was Liam. Like,
a-
oh, for fuck's sake.
Sorry,
yeah.
mate. Yeah, Liam Martin, not a bad shout. I guess. It's a bit biased, but
Well, I'm just thinking of big moments.
I think
bro.
yeah,
like,
yeah. I think he stood out in the forward pack, and he played a lot of minutes as well, and he had a lot of impact.
Brian To'o and Lomax, so they both went over 200 meters. Lomax had, I think it was 97 post contact. Bizza averages over 200 meters a game right in Origin. His highest post contact meters in an Origin game is 103. And this was Lomax's debut, and he was only like 6 meters behind him.
I had to look over and check you didn't have the stats in front of you. How do you know that?
Is it post contact if you break a tackle and then run the length?
No.
So it's like
it's
if
like
somebody's
carrying,
holding you,
you're
carrying them.
Yeah.
Wow, that's fucking solid. Dude.
Yeah, so that's like
Lomax
and like everyone's
Origin.
like, oh, like you didn't even notice Bizza at all in that game, really. Like he was quite like seemed quiet, then still gets fucking 210.
Same with Lomax as well. Like he
got 220. He got the most meters of anyone on the field.
Wow. And we sort of he sort of copped a lot of it at first, just to sort of say that he wasn't really that Origin player, or he wasn't really Origin built. He didn't get a lot of ball. He made his own moments, and
I think he's fucking 100% Origin
found
ready.
his spot. Yeah,
I think he's.
I like it.
Well, you've changed your tune.
Well, you watch him play, but do
Yeah.
you think the difference is because all the flashy shit he tries, like, I was giving him shit about doing the flick pass and that. Do you think it's because he's doing it with a team of elite players, like the best of the best, compared to playing at the fucking Dragons?
He still does that shit for the Dragons, but a lot of the time it doesn't come off because
But do you think
his
it's
teammates at the Dragons can't finish it.
That's what I'm saying. Do you
Yeah.
think it's better because he looks better
Definitely.
because he's playing with better players?
Yep, you put him in a good system.
Imagine
around
what
a
he's
good
going to be
team.
like with Para, with
And that's
Mitch
why
Moses
Queensland
and that
can
better
put-
squad.
That's why Queensland can put fucking 5 North Queensland Cowboys in the team and still fucking look amazing.
Well,
Because for that reason, exactly. And the coach.
just quickly as well, Jace, your Queensland Maroons best player on the field.
Mine was like, I don't know how Cherry got man of the match.
What?
Should have gone to Hammer. He got 3 tries and saved the Spencer Leniu one, which I thought was fucking incredible that he
The
managed.
save was amazing.
That he got
Yes.
under
good
him
shout.
and then managed to keep him even when he went to roll into it and put his body weight down on top of it, he still got the knee underneath as well and kept him up. So that was
Two of his 3 tries were just support play, though.
yeah, but still, it's like saving a try when it was 10-20, I think it was, whenever Spencer came on before you started running away with it. Like if it was fucking, and that was right next to the sticks. Imagine if it was 16-20. Could have been a whole different game, and it was saved because of Hammer.
Well, I'm not coming in with any fucking stats at all. I haven't actually looked at any of it, but Dozer was a fucking beast for me.
Imagine
was
that.
gonna be mine, yeah.
Imagine the bet,
Yeah.
him
Yeah.
for first and last try scorer.
I know, dude. I was thinking
It was
about
650
it.
for any time.
Imagine Dozer
7.
first.
7, there you go.
Imagine Dozer first and last into Hammer triple. My God, that would have been paying fucking $5,000. Probably not that much, but
It would have been, yeah.
It would have been a fair shout, but yeah. So that was your Queensland standout player.
Yeah.
Did you have one for New South Wales?
Yeah, mine. Well, my surprise for New South Wales was Lomax, but old Weedy over here took it. So I'll actually go. Can I split the game up? I'll go first half, Teddy.
Yeah.
I think he was.
Well, not if you take mine on the fucking second half. But yeah,
first
great
half.
shout.
First half, Teddy was fucking sick, man.
Yeah.
And the fact that he got brought in last minute,
I didn't
as
admit-
a replacement, and
I didn't think that he did. What did he do wrong in the second half?
I think he was just fucked, dude.
Yeah,
Like everyone,
bit of fatigue,
And-
bit of not like well, it's not disbelief, but that you don't a lack of belief, I guess, because
Well-
you just got all the odds against you.
I don't think they were lacking belief because they were fucking going hard, dude, and they gave themselves a real chance. It was just fucking.
The
they
first
just
20
run
out
out
of the second.
They just run out of puff, dude. They're
Basically a full game with 12 cunts. Like,
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
going to take its toll.
So Teddy and
Dozer.
Dozer,
And
Yeah,
also,
I like it.
for Queensland, they set a record last night. That's their largest win in Sydney.
I like
wow.
that.
Largest win margin, sorry.
Wow. I mean, with 13 versus 12, you sort of expect that. But moving on from that, my top picks for each team, I would have to say for the New South Wales Blues, there were a couple of standouts, and Tedesco was one of them, being just how dominant, not even dominant, but how courageous he was being with his bringbacks to the line. He was still running at the line really hard, which has been his knock in the past, and we've sort of spoken about on the pod. He's not
Too
the
much
biggest
sideways.
body. Yeah, but he was making some good meters up the middle at the front there. He obviously scored a try as well, just hovering around in the middle there. But the standout for me, big shout out as well to Spencer Leniu.
Yep.
He came on and absolutely ran amok. Olakau'atu looked pretty good until he dropped the ball. But again, you make one mistake in Origin footy and people fucking will hold you, take you to the fucking grave with them,
Bro,
But
he was gassed, bro. He was, because when they put him into the middle, he was fucking absolutely gassed.
I think he did a great job, to be honest.
Yeah, but you see him though, he was like, because he's not used to playing in the middle, he's used to playing on his one side on the right.
Yeah.
And
but-
he was
yeah,
different beast though, different beast.
Who was your choice?
Yeah, so I'm getting to it. Shout out
sorry.
to Spencer though. But yeah, my pick of the New South Wales Blues would be Reece Robson.
Oh yeah,
An absolute workhorse.
that
Flew
dog
under
in
the
him.
radar, bro. I swear he made 50 tackles and just really big moments. I think he forced a few errors from the Queensland side as well. And he was probably one that was on a fringe of losing his spot to Appy Coruscant, possibly, had Damien Cook maybe been playing the last few weeks. He wasn't necessarily a lock, but I think after that performance, he has definitely earned his spot in the New South Wales Blues. As the number 9 for
You definitely got to give it to him. Like he gave it his all. He was the only bloke from New South Wales who still had fucking
belief
energy.
after fucking Suoliti got sent off.
He had it going.
He didn't change.
Well, actually, I won't say the only because I should probably give mention to Payne Haas, who was the reason you guys were fucking had any chance. I think in the second half, he was going forward fucking hard, dude.
Almost crossed early as well.
Going hard.
And the Queensland went after him though. They wore him out.
But you think about that middle, right? So you've got pretty much two dummy halves. I know McInnes is fucking he's been playing 13 for a while now, but you got two dummy halves in the middle. Like where the fuck was Lindsay Collins, Ruben Cotter, Mo Fotuwaka? Like they were all fucking stuck in the mud because of that middle. We had to go around yous every time.
Yeah,
and
that's what we
the
don't have
space
is
was there
speed, bro.
Yeah, especially when Suoli's not there as well. And again, we saw the
middle was fucking solid, dude. Yous had us. Yous had us 100% in the middle. We had no chance.
Well, what really disappointed me was that, Nico Hines got exposed at centre last year or the year before, whenever it was, and Queensland were just running around him. And surely enough, they put him in that defensive centre position, which I don't know who else you're going to put there, but I don't think that he's the guy. And surely enough, they scored 2 quick tries around him. And
Well, I don't think he got put there. That's
his
where
side.
he
It's-
defends.
yeah.
Normally he
You
has
don't have a
Sua
centre.
Ali
Yeah.
outside him. So that
It's
whole
bound to
side,
happen.
that
It's
whole
just-
side,
yeah.
Lomax missed a lot of tackles too. Like you can't, but you're missing your centre, so you can't blame either of them. I don't think.
And again, my conundrum last week was need Burton somewhere in the squad, somewhere in the 17, in case something like this happens. And surely enough, 7 minutes into the game, a big player gets sent off, and and surely I don't think Matt Burton would have changed the outcome of the game. I think that Queensland still would have ran away with it, but at least you've got a little bit more options on attack. And again, if Nico is not 100% and not training with the squad all the way through the training camp, someone like Burton would be a very handy utility to have. So you guys mentioned about, sorry, did I get on to my Queensland player of the match?
Hold on, before you go to Queensland, I'd just like to say when you mentioned last week about Burton, I was against it. I was like, no, yous are all good. Mine changed 100%. You should have had him.
Does Burton go to centre now?
No, I think you can bring Bradman Best in if he's healthy.
Is he even? But he's not even played a game yet. I don't know.
But he's been playing what? He's played 10 games this season and
But he's not even. He's not even back yet though.
No, I think you bring in Latrell.
It's there. I'd go Trell or Burton.
Yeah.
Nah, I think if anyone.
Because Burton's literally a Dally M centre cunt.
Put Burton on the bench and bring in Latrell at centre.
I think Burton.
And I think
Burton wants
Huddy
that
Young
spot a bit
gets
more.
dropped off the bench. No fault of his own, but I think he just gets taken out.
Well, if you want Burton in there, you got to drop someone.
Yeah, I'd go Hutto.
And if you got Olakau'atu, you
Yeah.
got to take out a second rower.
Well, my Queensland player of the match, non-biased, but would have to be Daly Cherry Evans.
That's
only
100% biased.
Yeah, well, hear my takes though, right? Because it was the big moments that he just had on a fucking string, right? So The intercept, which absolutely killed the game at the end. He also had the
40-20.
massive 40-20 after we only just missed ours.
No,
whoever
that
kicked
was
it for the
bullshit.
Blues.
Did you see that guy's foot on the
No,
line?
nah.
Dude, come on.
You
We
don't
were at
think
the we're at the pub.
Come on.
I don't think it. I think he half skipped out and
was a
he
40-20,
didn't touch
bro.
his. It was like a skip pass. You do him in touch.
Yeah, it was a 40-20. That's what I'm saying. Your fucking player touched the ball with his foot on the line.
Oh, no, that was like
was
you're
like
saying,
it was
like
a touch
skip
pass.
It was like he went to.
He uses
He
the-
went to. And
It's
then
like
he
a goose
he
hit, but you
did
pass at the
this.
same time.
He
Yeah.
did this, bro.
Yeah,
But you also
sure.
use the Terrell May did it the other week where you sort of hop jump skip. Oof. But again, but again, like going back to Daly Cherry Evans, big moments. He did set up Dozer to score first, which gave Queensland a lot of momentum to carry through in the first half as well. So I think very overlooked. He doesn't do things for 80 minutes, but those 20 to 30 minute periods where he is fucking on, and not many people can stop it. So
Well, I always knew he was
did
going
he
to
get
have a good
who
game
got-
when it
who
was
got-
wet.
Who got man of the match?
DCE.
Yeah, Ches.
Surely enough. Well, there you go. But I guess going back to the halves pairings, I know there's a lot of criticism against Nico Hines. I've got my own takes on it, and it's probably not what you guys expect, but you guys are calling for swaps. You guys are thinking change them out. What do you reckon?
Mitch Moses and Luai.
Yeah, I think that too.
Yeah. Because Mitch Moses has the big kicking game and a more precise kicking game.
So
He literally outkicked Cleary in the games when they beat us 2022 and last year too. I think he outkicked Cleary and just kicked us to death, and they beat us in those games. So
the difficult thing is like when Nico's on, is again one of the best. Like the timing and everything.
but he's
of it.
he's like a ball running half. He's not a kicker.
But if the shit hits the fan and your back's against the wall, he's not the half that you
It
want.
crumbles, bro. Same as the going to finals, bro. They just get fucking bumped every year. So
Yeah.
it's like
Like at the same time as well, I feel like he's had a really tough run in the Origin arena.
Yeah.
And you do want to see him have a bit of confidence, because when he plays with confidence, you see what he can do for the Sharks. He takes them to the top of the ladder. And then as soon as he leaves the team, the whole team turns to shit. So you can see when
they lost 2 games with 30+ points before he left. So
Yeah, well, again, he was running a bit of an injury, and I still think that Nico Hines, again, like he can be overrated at certain times, but I think that in moments as well, when he's got the right confidence, the right people around him, he can be one of the best halves in the game. And
well, he's Dally M player, so
yeah, I
only
think
2 years ago.
But I would like to see him. I'll probably just stick with him just to try and build confidence.
I mean, if he and apparently he fucking hurt his calf in that game too.
Yeah. Okay.
So if
if he
he's-
doesn't really want to play,
If he's niggling and you've got Mitch Moses out there
how
killing
good does
it,
that garlic bread smell?
Yeah, I was just thinking that when I walked out there.
It's gluten free as well.
With the whole Nico Moses conundrum, I don't think Nico ever got picked if Moses was healthy.
if
So-
Moses
and
had, if
so
Moses
it's-
had won that game that he had the other week when they won, if he had that before selections, I reckon Moses would have been over Nico.
Well, it would have, like, if let's say Nico went down and his fucking leg was fucked, then they pull the same thing that they did with Edwards and Teddy, right? They go, Moses, you want to come in?
Yeah.
Surely, I don't think Nico ever got picked, and if Moses is healthy for game 2, I think he gets the fucking run.
Dude, he fucking did it with a broken back last year, as if the cunt's not going to have a crack.
Like I said to you the other week, I think that Moses is the only player who is on par with Nathan Cleary as a halfback.
Yeah,
Ches is a great player. Don't get me wrong. He's got beautiful fucking parts of his game, but when it comes to eliteness, it's like that Joey Johns shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the only
Like-
thing's Cleary hasn't done his in Origin yet.
Well,
Yeah.
one thing that I've been thinking about recently, right? So New South Wales Blues players, like New South Wales Blues in general, probably the last 20 years, have almost had, bar the GIs, Billy Slater era, stuff like that. Generally speaking, New South Wales have got a better side on paper. They have better individual players who can perform great in their own teams, right? But what Queensland do amazing is that even if they have those superstar players, they know how to play as a team. And they had, I think, over half of their team under the age of 26 years. They had one debutant this year, and he was a bench player. us as New South Wales Blues had 7 debutants.
5.
One of them, 7.
5. It was 6, and then Edwards got ruled out.
Oh,
and then
sorry.
It was 5.
Okay. Well, again, still, there. You know, everybody that you could class. You don't class Nico Hines as a debutant, but he played 7 minutes of a game at
Out of
centre.
position.
You know what I mean? So again, and he's a dominant. Like he's a half. He's the main player on the field. You got Teddy, who's just been brought in, literally fucking 5 days notice type thing. So there was lots of like, again, with the chemistry of team, and it is a team game at the end of the year, at the end of the day. So it's, again, statistically, you've probably got those individual players who produce those amazing moments, who can win games for teams. But statistically, it's going to be the consistent team who just constantly chips away at it the whole time. And you sort of saw that happen last night. Like I said, the New South Wales Blues come out, first 5 minute crunched them. The first 3 sets was all New South Wales dominance. And then as soon as Queensland had a little bit of momentum, all they needed was 1 set, and they ran up the entire field and scored. And we put in 3 solid defensive efforts, 3 solid attacking efforts. And again, it sort of just looked like Queensland were just in that 3rd, 4th gear. Even when shit hits the fan, they're still in that 3rd, 4th gear. And then when they'll turn it up to 5th and 6th, when it goes for like, there's like a 10-minute phase, and it's just like, and then it's just off and running by that stage, and it's too hard for the boys to come back.
I still think a lot of that comes down to the Nico's last plays for those.
It doesn't help. It doesn't help not having that as well.
No, but
there's,
like when
there's
he's
certain
just,
times where Terry Evans might be running around in circles, and again, but it doesn't get so honed in on because there's that 20 minutes that he makes up for in those amazing moments, and they just pick the
And
moments.
you've got a guy like Dearden who will run straight.
Yeah,
Fucking always.
that always helps.
Yeah.
But yeah, like we you know,
Like if Nico's having a bad game, Luai's sideways shit ain't gonna compliment anything. You know what I mean?
but he did
yeah,
do
but
that
I
really
thought
well
Luai
last
was
night.
fucking solid as last night.
And he didn't veer too far
He
away from
was.
his normal game too. So he was still whipping and weaving. But again, it gave us some hope towards the back end of the game. But again, you probably don't want that for consistency.
You know what I think it comes down to? You got to, like all these players, right? Because all we think about is clubland, right? Like, oh, they don't play together, they don't play together. But they all grew up playing together in rep teams. They all fucking represented Queensland or New South Wales together at some point. You know what I mean? They probably played fucking 40 games together over like from when they were kids. So you like I think what it comes down to is coachable players, and if they fucking brain fart when they get out there, some players relate better to different coaches. You know what I mean? And maybe some of these guys just aren't relating to Madge's fucking style, and Nico might be one of those guys.
I think I don't know. I feel like they've got a different identity about them now. Instead of going for all the showstoppers,
Yeah.
you know, without then like there's no like Turbo or Latrell there and that sort of shit as well. It's like it's a different style of team to what we've
Do you
had the
like
last
it?
couple of years.
Do you
Yeah,
like where it's headed?
I like that grit, bro. But you think when we've got fucking like Turbo back, we've got fucking Cleary back, like Bradman Best to choose from as well. Like there's heaps of other players that can come in that can fill those spots that we're lacking. You know, like imagine having fucking Tommy on the centers as well.
Yeah, yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, well, yeah, you're
It's
100%,
just
you're
fuck- it's just
100% right
fucked,
because
like, it's just going to turn into a bullshit fucking series. We're going to go to fucking Melbourne. It's going to be cold as fucking slippery down there, and then we're going to go up to Suncorp for game 3, and it's like, ugh.
well, I'm with you. I really like the way that they're fucking headed in the direction that New South Wales are headed, but I think that Madge kind of got it wrong with his selections. I think obviously Gerbo as fucking captain and only playing 26, 25
29
minutes,
Yeah, but
29 is fucking dumb.
The
Right,
circumstances change though.
But he played 7 minutes at the end of the game, so he
Yeah.
played 22 minutes in his first stint.
There was some questionable calls.
That's dumb. No,
but
no.
they needed some speed in the middle of the ruck as well because
the-
it was slow and was clunky and we weren't
Dude.
putting on points. So they needed some big legs in the middle with some good leg speed and start pushing.
The very idea of playing, of making your captain a guy who is going to go off at some point is just fucking mind-boggling.
Yeah.
I don't know who the fuck would think that's a great idea. You need your captain out there. He's the captain for a reason, right? He's out there to inspire the fucking boys. how the fuck is he going to inspire from the fucking sideline? You can't fucking do that. You got to have a guy who's going to be out there the whole time, whether he's at the back or in the halves or like even like Bulldogs with Crichton.
Critter would be a good captain for Blues.
Yeah, exactly. Like you got to and
look what he's done with them, turn them around, change the whole energy.
Exactly, man. He was a standout as well, like changing sides and all that sort of stuff, man. That's a guy who you need out there fucking telling everyone what to do, right?
Stopped his run up that fucking side for a little bit till years worked it out. And even DCE said that they took him a little bit to realise what they had to do to change it.
Yeah, exactly. So you just can't have a guy who's going off for fucking 50 minutes.
I reckon.
This tap's open, eh?
Oh, you're pissing again, bro.
I reckon if we have a look back at,
Bro, I thought I had the prostate cancer.
I would be interested to actually see the amount of caps for the New South Wales Blues compared to the Queensland Maroons, because as I mentioned, they had one debutant as opposed to 5, potentially 6. But not only that, a lot of the Blues players haven't really been there for a while. And in that Origin arena, you've got guys like Billy Slater coaching these guys. Like Cherry Evans has been in how many series? Probably 10 plus. Yeah. You've got Tommy Dearden, who's again a rookie. He's still so fresh, but he's so young. But he's probably played 3 series. You know what I mean? Like you've got Harry Grant, experienced as anything, played grand finals. You've also he's also played probably 3 series. So that's spine in general. Reece Walsh, again, if Reece Walsh ain't there, Kalen Ponga's there, and they pretty much alternate between them two. So Reece Walsh wasn't making his debut, but he's still so young. So the future for Queensland looks amazing. Yeah. And I think that they really take pride in the Queensland jerseys and what that means to them. Whereas the blue jersey, man, it's just like it's always up for grabs, and then if you get it, it's almost like a confidence booster for the boys, and they just think that they're killing it, man, because they're really missing that they need a Joey Johns in there or something to just again, whether or not it's motivating, whether that's the issue or not, because we saw someone like Madge would probably give one of the best rev ups.
Are you trusting in Madge still? Do you like?
I like Madge. Yeah. I don't think he's done anything. Again, based on his selections compared to previous years, I've seen Brad Fittler pick guys like Jack Wyden, who again haven't been in form, but he's picked them based on again experience and things like that.
Jack's a dog too, bro. You want a dog like? And I think
I'm speaking about the Queens
is a New South Wales rep player.
I speak about the Queensland Maroons and the experience that they've got as a team as well, but you just got to pick the right fucking dudes as well. Like you can't just be debuting dudes because they might have a few good games or whatnot. Whereas we've debuted players at the wrong time. It's really clunky through that system, and that other than the whole positional thing on the bench, that was my second thing, was just going, the experience is going to get to us in the end, and I feel like that really did. Queensland never really looked in trouble. And we're on top of it the whole time.
Well, this is my thing. Like, this is my fix for New South Wales, right? And Jason's in a few chats with me, so he's seen me throw this around a couple of times. He's probably sick of fucking seeing it. But you drop Gerbo, fucking good on you, mate. You had a good run. But I think you drop Gerbo. You either bring in Yuto Ikamanu. Or Mitch Barnett, who was in the extended squad.
I'd go Mitch, I reckon.
Shout out to Dirty Dick Rick, actually, who I was talking to him today, and he threw Mitch Barnett into my head. Makes a lot of sense, right? Because he was in the squad.
He's built for Origin too, man. Like, he's got a bit of dirt, like grubbiness about him. But
yeah, and you need that in the front. Imagine Mitch Barnett beside Payne Huss. My God. That's fucking scary, dude.
And you got Liam Martin and Crichton and
attacking like Crichton's fucking amazing. I don't. They didn't unlock him at all. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking. They didn't fucking use him the way that he's used at Roosters, obviously. And but you drop Gerbo. You either bring in Yuto or Mitch Barnett.
I don't think you can drop the captain after one game though, especially when a lot of that. Dude, like
if you're not gonna play him, for fuck's sake, like
exactly.
But I don't think that was the plan all along, and it just changed because of the circumstances. There's no way that they would have captained. That doesn't. Yeah,
dude. Imagine being out there, right? So imagine this, right? What happens in the first 7 minutes happens, right? And then fucking 10 minutes after that, your captain goes off, and then you fucking don't see him again till the last 7 minutes.
Yeah. No,
Or,
I agree.
15 minutes after
As a
that,
team,
or whatever,
as a team,
you know?
that sucks. I honestly reckon that like Blues don't even really need to make too many changes. We just need to see a fair contest, and that's what we were looking forward to come last night. And it was just unfair from 7 minutes in with, the unfortunate call. But I don't think that the team was did lack any different, but the numbers game ended up getting the better of the scoreline in the end.
Listen, I know you're saying the circumstances changed, which is 100% what happened, but under what circumstances did Jake play 80 minutes?
Yeah.
He never did, bro. He was always going off at some point. He doesn't play. He's not an 80-minute player anymore. He should never have been captain.
No, 100%. Yeah. I didn't really understand it, but like I said, they had, and again, you load up the whole bench full of forwards, knowing that there's going to be a lot of forward interchanges, no backline. So it only makes sense to have one of those key players as captain. We saw Tedesco get brought in late. I would have changed the captaincy to him last minute as well before the team list got named, because again, he's had the experience there. And
he
has been the captain for how long?
Has been, yeah.
And now he beat the record last year, but that was his 23rd Origin in a row.
Wow.
In a row.
Yeah, he beat the record last year with 21, I think.
Unreal. And then again, to have a game like he had yesterday, Brad, you might be a little bit more of a harsh critic, but I didn't think that he was one of the ones that were lacking on the field, and I think that he really stood out, and he didn't do over the top amount. He didn't try to be Dylan Edwards, which was a big thing as well. He knew his role, and probably the places where I thought he might get found out, which was bringing it back from a kick, he was actually really solid with that and would make sort of 10, 15, 20 meters most of his runs and not necessarily get folded. So we didn't see any concussions. We didn't see him get injured, anything like that. But
did you see any
just a bit of
slips?
fatigue.
I didn't see him
Nah,
slip.
I didn't see him slip either.
He didn't slip at all.
That's odd for a game from him.
Do you think that if Dill was there, it was any different? Was the outcome much different?
Nah, not with 12-13. Big thing was just that numbers game with the
Weedy?
7 minutes in.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know, because Dill's like a lot. He's like a lot of effort. Extra effort plays. That's like what makes him
Do you
good.
think he would have brought more energy later in the game, maybe?
Yeah, probably. Dude, his fucking tank on him is unreal. But yeah, it just comes down, like, it's just a fucking... at this point now, it's like I've fucking complained and been annoyed and angry about it enough. It's like, fuck, it is what it is. Like, there's not much else you can do or say.
Like, they still didn't win, but maybe it was closer.
Yeah, maybe. Like, yeah. Oh,
All right, boys. Anything else on the Origin that you sort of want to get off your chest, or last yarns about that before we move on to some UFC?
nah, fucking over it.
Look, if any callers, if any listeners want to come at me for game 2, just jump in the DMs and give us a voice memo, because I'm feeling fucking confident.
Yeah, you're going to put a bet on.
Simo, I'm fucking talking to you.
Shout out to Simo. He came down to the precinct and chilled out with us, watched the Origin, and a couple of Jason's other mates as well, or our mates, I guess I can say.
Yeah, Andrew listens to the pod. He gets through as much as he can because he's an AFL guy. But he loves our shit talking though, so he loves it. So he came down last night as well.
Who's the dude? Oh fuck, I forgot his first name, but his last name's like Cleese or something like that. I think he might be one of your mates, Weedy, from out at Warwick maybe. But he's always commenting on all our stuff. We'd like to give that dude a shout out. Hold on, you keep going, Benny. I'm gonna find out who this dude is.
Give him a bit of a shout out. But
Yeah.
while Brad's
Jesse?
Yeah, Jesse's.
Yeah, he's from New Zealand.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he's
Kia ora, brother.
Yeah,
Kia ora, mate.
He's one of the bros. I've known him since
Cleese?
Yeah, known him since fucking 2011, I think.
Yeah, what a dude. Always see him commenting on everything, liking stuff. Fucking shout out to you, Jesse.
Yeah, he's one
Legend.
one of the bros. He's a good guy.
Yeah.
Just quickly on that, guys, if you aren't following us across social media, we are on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. I'm pretty sure if you search our podcast name, if you are listening to this podcast, it'll come up as one of the first sort of searches. But again, we post a lot of content through there that isn't always spoken about on the pod, but a lot of the time we also relay back to it too. So we appreciate all the love, the comments that we get and throughout. While you have a chance, like I said, go across and follow. Make sure that you're following along. While you're at it as well, make sure that you head over to your Spotify, your Apple Podcasts, whichever podcast platform you are listening on, and give us a 5-star review. Leave a little comment. Let us know that you like the content, or let us know your feedback as well, because a lot of the stuff that we do, if we don't really hear feedback for a while, we'll just keep running with it. And then, every now and then we get a bit of feedback, so we change it up. So if you like the style, let us know. If you want us to change it up a little bit, same thing. And we can get involved and get on our way to Vegas next year, baby.
Well said, Benny.
All right. Let's move on from the NRL chat. I'm sure if you're following along the socials, you'll see a lot of our stuff, including our TopSport multis. If you guys haven't already, make sure that you go over to the app, download the app, and sign up with Your Mates promo code, Your Mates with a capital Y. That'll help the boys know that we sent you and give you access to the unique markets that they have available, including some of the multi-markets that we put up each week and for special events. We haven't laid down our multis just yet. We're coming fresh off the Origin last night.
Do you want me to throw something down now? Off the
Do it.
top?
Nah,
what we'll
our
do-
bets have been dog shit
Oh,
anyway.
yeah, hold on.
And that's the
I'll-
other thing. I don't want to spend 10, 15 minutes on bets when they fucking don't hit anyway.
Well, let me
Just
just say
quick one,
this.
quick one.
Real quick. It's going to be so quick. Phil Sami, anytime, back in the squad. Loffy, anytime. And Latrell, anytime. That's
Who?
mine.
Who's the third one?
Latrell.
Latrell. Oh, yeah.
Sick.
I like it. Do up the odds, but make sure you use the app TopSport, and again, sign up with the promo code Your Mates. That's a little plugs done. Before we move on to the UFC, just a quick thing this weekend. I know Brad, you're heading down to the Titans game versus the Rabbits, the Bunnies.
Yes, sir.
Playing the bottom of the ladder, mate. You're keen. You're nervous. What's the thoughts?
It's funny. Every time we play against the Rabbitohs, I am nervous. Not this time, baby. I'm fucking feeling it. Even though Rabbitohs had a really fucking good game last game, I'm taking my boy Kenyon
Nice.
to watch his first
You mean
Rabbitohs
Benyon?
game. Yeah, and he's a Rabbitohs fan, so he's going to be pretty excited to get down there.
Awesome.
But yeah, I can't wait to rub it in his face that we beat him.
Jason, you got any takes on this weekend's game, mate? We're versing each other. We're head to head. It's the Speedo versus the.
No, I'm feeling pretty
Ponytail
good.
bit.
I think we'll be all right. I think we're back at home too, and yeah, all the
Boys
Origin
might be a
boys-
little bit dusty off Origin, or nah?
Nah, Bizza always turns it on after Origin. It's fucked, bro.
Scary.
Yeah, so I'm
Yeah.
feeling a lot better than we did in the last game because we were on a slump when we lost his.
Who's your fullback?
Edwards is named, I think.
Bullshit.
I think so. Yeah.
That sucks.
Wasn't he 4 weeks out?
But that was
Nah.
That was 2 days or 3 days difference. Wednesday and Saturday. If he plays on Saturday,
This isn't fact checking.
It is.
No, it's not.
Well, it sounds like we're in a bit of a debate right now, and
We're debating.
We're debacling.
I thought we said scores and team lists weren't fact checking.
No, I
No,
never
but
said that. That's
this
what
is
you
an
said.
injury update.
Oh no, Dane Laurie. Sorry.
Uh,
Oh,
You
fact
got it
check
wrong.
and got it
Edwards-
wrong.
Edwards
That's
is-
double
No, but
whammy.
Edwards is named in the extended squad.
You can pay jam and bet.
Cunt, I'm not paying your fucking bets. Just pay them like a man and get over it.
Benny, you just got to double down until you win, bro.
No, I'm just getting petty about it.
Yeah, Dylan Edwards is 23rd man.
So he's okay.
So they've got him in there to see how it goes. No, I
All right.
reckon if they do, that'll be Penrith sending a statement to New South Wales.
Nice. Well, we'll move on from that. Well, let's get on to a bit of UFC chat. We've had some headlines this week, not only just the UFC but the fighting world in general. The Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul, thankfully got postponed.
Oh, the fight that should never be fucking
I
happening.
think it should be cancelled, dude.
Yeah.
Do you think it's a bit of a delay, or do you think that because the statement that Mike put out was pretty like I can't wait to put on the best performance of my lifetime. Again, like it was just like, bro, we've seen it.
show.
We've seen you in your prime. What you have done. You've got your flowers. You know, like it actually, sort of makes me sick to think about the whole situation.
When they did that presser and they had the face off, it was like 2 weeks ago or something. What the fuck is that?
Is that the sex?
Oh, is that dudes?
Is that the sex that Blakey was talking about? Fucking hell, cunt.
Might be the sex.
Jesus.
Dude, that was tripping me out. I thought his phone was playing some shit.
I didn't know what was going on.
To all the listeners, if you can't hear that, there's a bit of
It's
commotion.
Blake. It's Blake sex. That's what he does.
Yeah, Blake and Doozy.
Oh,
Oh, really? Yeah.
Anyway,
Dude,
sorry about that, listeners.
No, that tripped me out. I thought your
Yeah, I
phone
was-
was playing shit.
I was tripping out too. I was like, what the hell is that?
Yeah, so yeah. So it should never have happened. But when you when I saw that presser, like I know what Killer Mike looks like, right? And when I saw that presser when they had the face off, that didn't look like fucking Killer Mike, dude.
And again,
he was like
what's left
doing
to
this.
prove?
He's like going, "Oh, you're talking shit," you know, like, dude, that's Mushroom Mike. That's not Killer Mike.
Yeah, and I mean, being like, as well as Jake Paul, just to, I know there's a certain thing in selling the fight, but even just to accept the fight, it's a lose-lose situation for him because
Mike.
Well, it's a lose-lose situation for Jake as well because I don't think anybody appreciates if you knock Mike Tyson out and
A
you
dude
know,
literally more than twice your age.
and again, if you lose to him as well, then you'd lost to a 60-year-old Mike Tyson. So it's a weird one. You obviously, you sort of know that Jake Paul's going to knock him out, or at least going to win the fight. So again, what is there to prove? You know,
There'll be shit, dude. There'll be so much shit in in their
hoping-
contracts about when Mike fought Roy Jones Jr., there was shit in those contracts where they weren't allowed to
Headshots
punch
and shit.
punch each other in the head and shit like that. Like that's exactly what it's gonna be like. It's gonna be fucking gay, dude.
why don't they disclose this information before it gets fucking? You know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
she
I'm
gets
pretty sure.
leaked.
But again,
what got leaked? Something got leaked last week. What was it, Weedy? Do you remember?
wasn't it like a no knockout clause or some shit? They're not allowed to try and knock each other out
Yeah,
or something.
it was something along the lines of that. Yeah.
what's such a grey area? You're not allowed to try and knock each other out.
Yeah.
But then-
No. You know what it was? Mike's not allowed to knock out Jake, otherwise he gets paid half the fucking purse.
Yeah, that's
Oh shit!
Yeah, that's
such
what
a
it was.
He's such a
Yeah.
poofter, bro.
That just makes it so much worse, cunt. You can't even back yourself as a 28-year-old. I reckon he's on hot take. I reckon he's on the juice.
Oh, you reckon?
I reckon, bro.
You've seen
Like
his chin, bro. He's on the pet. He's
Mate.
been on pets for fucking years.
fucking
The
hell.
same as
And
Cleary.
Whoa.
they jab straight in the chin.
The fuck, bro? Oh yeah, and Angus Crichton has a bigger chin than Cleary. Can
No,
see that fucking,
it's
did you
just
see?
it's just
Nah,
the
it's
beard.
the-
Have you
dude.
seen it without it?
Yeah, I have. It's huge.
It's a bum
Yeah.
chin, isn't it? Bum chin?
Yeah, no, it's one of those like Brazilian bums that are like this big.
Yeah, it's a BBL.
got a
on
fatty.
It's a BBL on his face.
Yeah, big booty Latina.
Who's some of the best bum chins that come to mind?
Me? Have you seen mine?
Nah.
Bro, you got a bum chin.
I got a nice one.
You got a hairy ass.
Yeah,
hairy
nice.
asshole.
Yeah,
dude.
Brad
You got some
can
shit
Brad
in
can
it,
blow
too.
it. Brad can blow his nose and wipe his ass at the same time. Fucking bum chin, get the fuck out of here.
That's funny as fuck.
greatest
dude.
bum
I
chins.
don't think I've ever heard that.
John Cena.
Yeah, it's not
he's
bad.
got a good one.
Claire's has developed like the jawline. So I wouldn't even say he's got a bum chin. He's got like a hammy chin.
I'm trying to fuck. I can't think of it.
He
Well,
got
what's
those-
wait?
thigh
What's
chin.
bum? Is bum chin just like the
dimple.
double,
Nah, it's the dimple.
or is
It's
the
the
dimple?
dimple.
That right
Oh, I
through
don't
the
have a
middle there.
dimple. I've
Yeah.
got like the cheeks, but they're not touching.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like all
You
the
got
other
the thigh
cheeks.
gap.
It's like all the other cheeks on your body count.
What are you talking about, bro? They're touching. You know they are.
No, I'm in there.
All right, I think that's going to cue us to move on from
Little fist.
the boxing stuff, but we're going to move on to the UFC chat. Obviously, we saw the UFC 302, Dustin Poirier versus Islam Makhachev on the card as well. We saw a few other good fights, but Jace, what was the experience like for you, mate?
Well, I missed like all of it really, except for the start of the Strickland fight. Then I went out. My illegal stream dropped out while I was grocery shopping. Then I got to the pub to watch Islam and Dustin, and I fucking wanted Dustin to win so bad. And then when he got that big buster on his forehead and that, and then
Bro,
he just
Islam
didn't want
looks
to.
so drained as well. Like
Yeah,
he
that's what
looks
happens.
so pale and unhealthy. And
Did you see the
he still
fucking?
just
Did you
turned
see
it
he had
on
that?
good.
He when Connor called out his staph infection.
Yeah.
And then after the fight, he said he did have one.
Yeah.
It's fucking gross, cunt.
But the
That
impact
that shit's like fucking so infectious and can actually kill you.
is like a lot of people have had it going into fights as well, which is disgusting.
Because you get
but
it from sweating
dirty
on
gym
gym
mats.
mats and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
My missus got staph when she was in high school, bro. Nearly killed her.
Fuck.
Put her in hospital for 6 months.
I think I've had staph before in the jiu-jitsu gym.
Yeah, it's fucking gross,
Fuck.
dude.
Just the thought of it is fucking disgusting. But,
Yeah.
Um,
But nah, fuck him. But he probably wasn't plumped up on his fucking IV drips
the-
this time. That's why he looks so sickly.
and again, but the performance that he puts in looking like that, knowing that he wasn't 100%, it's just
It's
like
still-
man, it
it's
is
still
fucking
amazing.
insane. And
But it's
it's
like-
not the most entertaining. It's not the most flashy way to fight. But man, like if you can't find anything to shut him down, technically, you know,
Fuck Islam. He's a
Yeah.
fuckwit.
well,
Fucking beat Volk, bro.
Yeah, fuck that
Cheating
dog.
yeah, no,
hate him.
any Aussie getting behind Islam is just like you're a fucking
Yeah, shut
you're
the
like,
fuck
you're
up,
a disgrace
Alex.
cunt.
That's Alex, bro. He likes. He's
Oh,
literally
he likes
like.
the daggies.
He's literally got Dagestan tattooed all across his top of his ass, bro.
Yeah, dude.
What about the bloke from Russia and he's got the chest piece of Jesus Christ on his You seen it? Not Coppola.
can't-
They've all got the same fucking last name.
Yeah, I can't remember. I know the guy you're talking about.
Look, it's a fucking sick
He's
tattoo.
still
But it's
fighting?
hectic. Yeah, and he's insane. I think he's undefeated.
Old Sean Strickland with his kung fu fighting at the end there.
Yeah, that was pretty cool to see.
Yeah, I'm stoked I got to see it.
You know,
Dude,
Paul-
I
talking
can,
about
I can
Staph.
do those moves, dude.
Yeah.
That was sick.
Talking about Staph, Paulo Costa also had Staph leading up to
He
the fight.
always fucking gets it, man. That's he's fucking
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure he brings it to the gym.
Didn't he drop out of the Rob fight?
yeah. When
The
he got
last Rob
that
fight because he
no,
had stuff?
no, he got that surgery on his elbow and it got infected, but it wasn't
With
staph.
staph.
He must be such a fucking
No,
yuck
because
cunt, eh?
the
to get that many infections this early on in your career, like we've seen blokes do 20 plus years career and not have.
Do you remember when Dustin
that
got
amount
his?
of hygiene issue?
Do you remember when Dustin got his like 2 years ago and
Yeah.
his whole foot was fucked, bro? Like it was all swollen, had those red lines and shit all over
I'm
it.
pretty sure.
Nah, the
Paul-
best one was Kevin Lee when he had that fucking like hematoma on his chest. Did you see that? That was disgusting.
I reckon Paulo Costa's secret juice is just like staph in a bottle.
Yeah, that's why it's yellow, cunt. It's actually golden staph, cunt.
Yeah, gross. What have you? So you've only covered the Poirier.
Yeah. and
Islam
what was that?
fight?
Who was the other one? Was it Kevin Holland?
Jake Matthews.
Kevin Holland with the armbar?
Oh, dude, that was sketch.
Matthews, did you watch that?
Nah, I missed it.
Nah, I only watched. I started with Kevin Holland's fight. Fucking what?
Jake Matthew card breaks. Jake breaks. Shout out.
Jake.
Have you seen him do his breaks?
Nah, I haven't.
Yeah, he does UFC cards.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
what does he do when he pulls his own card?
Oh, jizzes on it. I don't know.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Soggy card.
Yeah.
Like soggy sour.
Yeah. Well. No, I don't mind Jake Matthews though. He's all right.
Yeah, but that you see Kevin Holland, he's like talking to the ref, he's like looks up, he's like, you want me to do this? Like, and fucking looks down at old mate, he's like, I'm gonna break your arm. Looks at the ref, he's like, I'm gonna break his arm. And fucking old mate just is not tapping. He's like, okay. Just cinches in, dude, and just goes,
Oh. Yeah, cunt.
fuck.
That'd
dude.
feel fucking horrid too, wouldn't it?
Like, surely it gets to a point where
Staph against Tony Ferguson.
oh,
Like,
is that in the fight?
None of it even got addressed.
Yeah.
And then, everyone's like, what the fuck is that on his chest? And like, it literally looks like a fucking hematoma. And he fought and he won, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, Tony Ferguson,
And the loser caught staff.
He lost it. He lost a staph infection.
Yeah, loser gets staph. Yeah,
Yeah, fuck
winner
it
winner
up.
via staph infection.
Just back to Jake Matthews, boys. I know you guys just said that you didn't watch it, but he is Aussie. He's actually trains here at Boonchu in Burleigh. So big shout out to Jake Matthews. He toughed it out. Who did he face?
What's that?
Can't remember.
I'm going to quickly check this. Jake Matthews.
What do you think about Nick
Oh,
Diaz?
Phil Rowe. Phil Rowe, bro. Have you guys seen Phil Rowe?
No.
He's like he's like the fucking Slender Man, and he's tall and lanky, but he's also got like Jalen Turner striking. So he's real sharp, real. I think he was close to he hadn't lost many fights, and Jake Matthews has been on a bit of a run since he's come back into the UFC, and put on an absolute performance against Phil Rowe, sorry, and Phil Rowe, and he toughed it out. It was a tough win. It's reminded me a lot of Dan Hooker versus Jalen Turner, but surely enough, Jakey come through in the end and actually got the decision win as well. So it's really cool to see that he's making this second run and he's changed up his style as well. He was very heavily reliant on the wrestling style prior to making the second stint, and he's still so young. The commentators were only saying he's 28, 29 years old. So he's still
peak.
Yeah.
Wait, so we got an Aussie wrestler?
Yeah, surely enough.
That's fucking unheard of.
We've had Volk, right?
Volk's a
Rugby
wrestler.
league wrestler.
Kinda. Yeah. I guess.
Fuck, how's old JDM, bro? Do you see his fucking arm got infected
Mm.
from his
Yeah,
surgery?
what the
Can't
fuck,
fight
eh?
can't fight at Perth now.
He looks like a bit of a clean cunt.
What's your thoughts on Nick Diaz coming back to fight Vincent
Don't like
LeCue?
it.
Do you think he's going to get pumped by LeCue? I feel like he might.
Who's fighting back?
Vincent LeCue. Is that how you say his name?
Vicente Luque. Is that who you're talking about?
Shut up, blocker. LeCue.
Is that
Wait, what did you say? How
No,
did
the
you
bro
say
just
it?
read it.
I just read it, dude.
Yeah, fair
I
enough.
know he's a good fighter.
Luque.
is that who you're talking about?
Yeah, he's
Vicente?
talking about Luque. Yeah.
Would you call him Vincent?
Vincent.
No,
bro.
he called him. What is it?
Yeah, Vincent. I called him Vincent
LeCue.
LeCue. Bro, I looked
It was
at
the
it.
last. It was the last name that got me. It was like LeCue.
Yeah.
or something.
What is it?
Yeah,
Vicente Luque.
Oh.
Luque.
Bro, that's like fucking Aussie commentators in the NRL.
Oh.
Junior Bolo. Bro, he's fucking. It's not Bolo, it's Paulo. That's how it's fucking said in Australia, cunt. It's Vincent LeCue.
Good call. Good call.
Fuck,
Vincent
he's all-
LeCue. It's spelt
It's
that
fucking
way.
Kieran Foran.
Oh, God. Get
It
the
will never be Kieran Foran.
Anyway, what do you think about it?
Yeah, I don't really want to see Nate Diaz fight again. The last one was pathetic, so...
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of seeing the old
How
boys.
long's he
Nick
been out?
Diaz, Nick
3
Diaz,
years?
sorry.
4 years?
No, didn't he fight last year?
No, out of
When he fought
UFC,
Robbie,
I mean.
when he fought Robbie Lawler?
Oh, what?
Didn't he refight Robbie Lawler last year?
I don't think it was last year. I think it might have been
Year
the year
before?
before. But and then prior to that, it was like a 4-year hiatus because
the
he got
weed?
suspended for weed. But
And then they allowed weed. So it's
before
like,
that was the Anderson Silva. But again, yeah, like the whole aura of the Nick Diaz is gone, unfortunately, because he has run into some politics, I guess. But
and then we got
how old
we
is
got
he now?
Nate Diaz and Jorge as well coming up in the boxing.
yeah, that'd be cool. I mean, that's probably
That's
more.
kind of strange, eh?
Pillow hands Nate versus Masvidal, who loves a knee, can't knee.
Nate doesn't care about winning. He just wants to get a Stockton slap in.
Yeah,
Just once.
yeah, with the gloves.
And then point like this.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, no, I think Nick's gonna get flogged. To be honest, by the young buck. He's been
By what was his name?
Vincent.
old Vincent, bro.
LeCue.
What about old?
You know what I'm really looking forward to seeing, and it is on the Conor McGregor versus Chandler card.
Is it even happening?
Whether or not that's actually happening, but I'm really looking forward to seeing Michael Venom Page versus Ian Gary. I think that Ian Gary's an absolute stud in the stand-up, but MVP is on another level when it comes to that as well. So I'll be interested to see if Ian Gary starts to use his Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu from being, in shoot to box and learning all the like training over in Brazil, if he's going to start to try and utilize more of his grappling game, because if he thinks he's going to outstrike MVP, I just think MVP is just a little bit better. So
He's going to put on a fucking show too. He loves it.
I absolutely am all here for the MVP show.
Yep.
And unfortunately, they brought him in a little bit too late because I think he's like 38 or something. So
He's still silky as fuck though. Eh?
To do that to Kevin Holland the way that he did it in his debut,
Dancing
you
around,
don't see
shit
anybody
like
do that,
that.
bro.
Fucking
Yeah,
loved
so
it.
I can't wait to see him in there against someone like Ian Gary, who's quite confident and cocky with his own stand up. And
Do you say
seeing them
cocky or cocky?
Cocky.
Doesn't he have
Bit
his
of both.
doesn't he have his missus last name on the end of his name now?
Yeah. That was
Wait.
a great call, Jace. No,
Oh, yeah. What is it? Machito.
Machado.
Machado, yeah.
Probably Machito for you.
Machito. Yeah. No worries, Benny Toe.
Oh, do
Toey.
those ones. Do
Benny
those ones.
Toey.
Only caught that. Only caught that my whole life.
Yeah.
So as well, I guess next week, guys, for all of our listeners and YouTube viewers at home, I will be here for the pod. But then the following one after that, that's the one I will be gone. I'm going to be getting married up in Airlie Beach, so I'm really looking forward to getting that done. Today I got my suit fitted, tailored.
Ben Bond.
Feeling fresh, feeling good.
Name's Bond. Ben Bond.
Yeah, name's
All I
Bond.
could think was dun 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 dun
Dun,
dun
dun, 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 dun.
dun.
To be honest,
Maybe post-wedding we can post the photos.
to be honest, I actually thought Ben was going to get married in like a tan suit with the ankles rolled up
With boat shoes.
I tried.
and no tie and an open shirt.
I tried, bro. Trying to get me into pants, holy fuck. It's an absolute nightmare.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to get you out of
Oh,
them.
damn it. I was going there too.
Yeah, in the Speedos. But no, any excuse that I can get not to wear pants
Yeah,
and
we
wear
know.
shorts instead,
Oh,
I'm all there for it. I just don't. I think I don't have the legs for it. I don't really know why, but every time I put pants on, I just feel like I'm 10 kilos heavier for some reason. So
Yeah, right.
I'm a shorts guy and comfort guy. So whenever it comes to certain occasions, I even asked Charlotte, can I change into shorts after the ceremony? I can't. So I've got to rock the pants.
I knew the answer to that.
Yeah. I don't even like wearing the blazer, the jacket, but
Yeah, it's a bit much, right?
It's a
Bro,
bit full on.
I'm too big for blazers.
Are you? Well,
Fucking look at
funny
me,
you
dude.
say. It's funny you say that because I got measured up 2 months ago, probably roughly, and I got a shirt size, jacket size, and everything. Went back today. And he goes, man, I think you put some size on your shoulders a little bit, eh?
Yeah, I
Don't you
did.
tell me that again,
Yeah,
eh?
I did.
Fucking oath I did, boy. Fucking. And yes, I went size up in the
$300
jacket.
bags of creatine will do that to a man.
$350 for non-mates. 300 if you're a mate, your mates. But we, chucked the jacket on, and I was like, oh yeah, this feels way better. But still stayed the same pant size as well. So, couple of big nights here and there in between, but I am still feeling good. So looking forward to getting that done, and then it'll be dusted, and then off to Queenstown the following week. I know Jason's been to Queenstown. We were talking a little bit about that before the pod. Brad, I don't think you've visited Motherland.
No,
New Zealand.
never been to Queenstown. Been to Kingscliff though. That's just down the road. It's a nice place. No, never been out of Australia, bro.
True.
Not once.
If you, let's go. If you could pick a place, any place, where would you pick and why? Has there ever been like a destination?
Yeah, I
you're
want
like,
to.
fuck.
No, yeah, this is fucking. It's gonna sound fucking weird, but I want to go to Vietnam, bro. I've seen pictures of the beaches in Vietnam, and they look fucking beautiful.
Vietnam's
wanna-
actually like supposedly really cheap as well to eat there and everything, and that's one of the best things about it. Very similar to Bali, but cleaner.
And, yeah,
I've heard.
and I'm a big fan of like any sort of Asian food. Yeah, hell yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
What about you, Weedy? If you could pick any place to,
New York or Seattle.
have you been there already?
Nah, I haven't been, no. They're the two places. I want to go to the Mecca, watch the Knicks play, and I want to go to Seattle because I'm
All sports related.
a big grunge fan, so I want to go over and check out go see the Bruce Lee gravesite because him and Brandon are both buried in Seattle. And I want to go see like Kurt Cobain's house and some of the old venues where some of the grunge bands played in the 90s and that.
Fuck yeah.
Check
That's
that whole
sweet.
scene out. So they're two places that are on my top of my list.
I want to go Amsterdam for various reasons.
Yeah.
And probably, honestly, like I would love to see somewhere like, maybe it's because I'm getting married next week and I'm in the honeymoon phase, but I'd love to go to like Italy or something like that and just go to somewhere completely different over in Europe. But
Like Mykonos or something.
Mykonos, yeah, you could see me in.
Wog Boy too.
Yeah, I could see it.
Kings of Mykonos.
Yeah. My big fat Kiwi wedding. Yeah.
It's happening next Sunday, G. But no, yeah, I'm looking forward to that, boys. What are your guys? How do you think the pod's going to run when I'm not here? I don't do that much
Dude,
either, but
it's gonna
I can't wait to see how different it might not even be different. It might be better.
It's gonna be
So-
loose, bro.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be free. It's
Unhinged?
Like, yeah, hell yeah. It's gonna be unhinged. It's just gonna be free form, right? Is that right, Weedy?
Yeah, I'm
No
gonna
agenda.
zero notes.
Zero notes, bro. We're just gonna go in. We're gonna come in with absolutely nothing to talk about, and we'll fucking
Wing it. Hopefully, we get the SD card right.
Yeah. It'll be so off the cuff. We'll come in with shirts on, and there'll be muscle shirts on the way out.
So,
Cuffs will be gone.
Completely unhinged.
the only reason why I want to make sure we get the SD card right is so that I can still hang shit on you for missing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's fair.
That's motivation.
Anything else that you boys want to throw out there before we wrap this one up? It's actually been a pretty tidy pod.
Nah, pretty good, eh?
No controversial itch. Here's one for you. I learned something about Ferraris this week. Actually learned that you can't necessarily just go out and buy a Ferrari. You actually have to show a shitload of paperwork. There's like a whole process to getting one. And then once you get one as well, you can't just flip it. So you can't sell it straight away. There's got to be like an 18-month cooling off period. So that's why probably you don't see as many Ferraris, but also why you see a lot more things like Lamborghinis and stuff, because Lamborghinis, you don't need to have that the same paperwork, the same sort of process. And it took me back to collectibles and cards and stuff like that, thinking of how rare certain ones were because of the backstory behind a lot of them as well. But yeah, I thought that, Ferraris weren't like that at all. But surely enough, they taught me something new.
Well, that's pretty strange. Yeah.
That was, an
It's
interesting.
like the same with adopting children, I guess. You can't.
There's a cooling off
Yeah,
period.
you can't flip them.
You can't just flip them. Yeah.
What would be your worst nightmare? The orphan?
What if I was an adopted child?
No. If you're adopting a child,
Or what?
Orphan?
If they turned out like you, I'd be pretty upset.
Rough. Shout out to orphans.
I'm getting married next week. What are you talking about, bro? That's
Yeah, but I guess Charlotte does look after you, so
yeah.
Oh, well,
Just gotta keep it down locked.
She's a much more patient person than me, I guess. Shout out to you, Charlotte.
I feel like you've thought about this already.
What would it be like to adopt Ben? Yeah.
Actually, I asked you that in the first pod.
Did
No.
Be my daddy.
I reckon that's demanding. I reckon, probably one of the worst nightmares would be similar to the Orphan movie, where
Oh, dude, that's a
turns out to be a 24-year-old
that's
girl
like
or something. and
only
you're
like
what
one
the
of the
fuck?
only sort how like all those sort of movies started to come out at the same time, where they were like they were
Conjuring.
Yeah, it was like
Nah, it's probably before that.
they were like really drawn out, and at the end something happened, like there's a plot twist, right?
Yeah.
And they kind of creepy or whatever. That was the only one that actually fucking scared me, dude. I was like, what the fuck, bro? She's freaky as fuck.
The most fucked up thing is that it's based on a true story.
Yeah, I heard
Girl from
that-
Ukraine.
Yeah, and it was like 2 years after I watched it, I fucking heard that it was a true story, which just fucking reignited the fucking fear.
And for scary movies, for me, I feel like it's not the most gory, it's not the most fucked up stuff. It's almost like the most edgy as seat type shit. Movies like, have you guys seen Get Out?
Oh, dude,
Like
yeah.
that type of shit.
When he's running.
That gets me going, bro. I love that stuff. I don't necessarily like the Friday the 13th and Freddy vs. Jason, where it's all just literally cutting cunts up, or Saw, where you're torturing all these dudes. I love shit that's like
Insidious
edgy
one was
as-
scary
edgy-
as fuck.
Yeah, bro.
dude.
Fuck.
Because I've actually
they
had
killed
sleep,
that, didn't they? Dude?
I've had sleep paralysis, and it's fucking terrifying.
Is Insidious related to Conjuring? Like, are they a part of the same sort of?
I don't know. Nah, Insidious is like all about sleep paralysis and shit. Have you seen it?
I'm
The
not
first
sure
one was
if I
so
have.
fucking scary, cunt. Like, actually fucked me up because I had
Is
sleep
it the one with
paralysis
the
as
nun?
a kid. No, that's the nun.
Oh, yep. Dude, that's scary. The Nun. Holy fuck.
Yeah, I'm not watching that shit.
And it was like 2 years ago. I was doing trick or treat with the kids, and we're just walking around fucking random estates. Just like I was like, oh yeah, this is a rich estate. We'll go here. And I got it to this fucking house, and some cunt walked out dressed up exactly like the fucking nun dude. And it was like just getting on dark. I was like, oh god,
All kids
Jesus.
are leaving.
yeah, kick him in the shins.
Have you ever seen When a Stranger Calls?
No.
No,
Oh, that's an old school classic. But once again, it's not blood and guts and gore, but it's pretty much harassment sometimes you think of these plots afterwards. You watch the movie, you're like, man, if that actually happened.
Fuck, I just rewatched Disturbia on the weekend.
Oh, favourites.
Yeah, it's good.
Favourites,
Shia LaBeouf,
bro.
Fuck.
Absolute gun in it.
Yeah.
And just even Ronnie, the little Asian bloke.
Yeah.
So
when he's
funny,
pretending
just-
to be fucking dead in the cupboard, cunt. The fuck, bro?
Or even when someone calls his phone or whatever, he's like, I'm so horny.
Yeah.
So horny.
No, fuck.
We
Look,
love you long time.
You know what movie actually freaked me out a bit? It's like not even meant to be a scary movie. I don't think it's just more like a thinker, I guess. Do you remember the movie Split?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. James.
I don't know his
Somebody.
name.
James McAvoy.
Yeah, that's the one.
Dude, that's hectic
pretty
movie.
fucked up.
And that was a
Because it's realistic, bro.
but
Yeah, that's one with glass and shit too.
And he
eh?
just jumps in the car with those
Yeah.
girls and
Yeah.
takes them.
Yeah.
crazy movie.
That wasn't me. That was Patricia.
Oh, that's probably my worst nightmare, bro. Charlotte, because Charlotte works at a shopping center, and she says that she has people coming all the time, and they'd be like acting out like that. She gets fucking terrified. Always reminds her of that Split movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then they escape, don't they? The girls, the girls escape. They roll themselves up in the mat
in the end.
and the.
But it's always a classic, just because it's a fucking more of a thriller than a horror. Though is Silence of the Lambs.
Oh, dude, I haven't
seen
watched
it.
it for so long.
Dude, it's such a good fucking movie, bro.
Yeah.
And when you work out, like they're like the cops would go. Well, you have to go watch it, Ben. I can't tell you.
yeah, can't,
Yeah, I was gonna
don't
say-
spoil it. Yeah.
Go watch it, bro, because it's the way they do the fucking like the filming of it is so fucking good. Like with Jodie Foster and Anthony Hopkins, and you got fucking Buffalo Bill there and shit, bro. Like
dude.
fucking sick cunt, man. Fuck, it's a good movie. And they're doing fucking manginas and shit.
Yeah, it's sick.
Yeah, good movie.
Well, I think we'll end it on that note, and we'll pick back up on the next pod. Next week will be a lot more just footy based and your mates' yarns and takes. So again, guys, don't forget to send those through. We really do appreciate them, especially when we've got ones like rolling cars into banana trees and whatnot. And we probably don't appreciate the ones where Jammin's calling up just singing "Sweet Caroline" to my name, but. No, again, just keep pumping us with those guys, and
Yeah, we love it.
We really appreciate the feedback, all the love that we're getting. Again, follow us across all social media pages. We hope to see you at a local footy game or a local pub near you. And yeah, anything else that you boys want to chuck in there?
Go Titans. I think we'll get up against the Bunnies.
Up the riff for the Benson Bowl too.
Well, let's go.
Oh, do you hand over the trophy, and then if we make finals, do we play for the?
Well, you guys don't
What's the
really have to
Benson
worry
Bowl?
about that.
Yeah, you
anyway.
won't have to worry about it.
Wow. We'll see about that after the weekend. We'll pick this chat back up next Wednesday, depending on the outcome.
Yeah.
But until next time, guys, thank you for listening. Later, Bolt.
Peace.
Wow.